that deep breath, intact and matched. One catch, now we gotta outlast. Face backs, shots, they just got to ask. Surely he can't top that. Watch this.
We raise the height to try to climb and leave behind. Cross the lines, divide the time that we define. Don't get the wings, history, this is how we begin. This is how we begin. This is how we begin.
Watch this.
We reach the heights you try to climb and leave behind.
Watch this.
Cross the lines, divide the times and redefine.
Watch this.
History in the wings. History, this is how we begin.
Watch this.
This is how we begin. This is how we begin.
Watch this.
We reach the heights you try to climb and leave behind. Cross the lines, divide the times and redefine. Victory in the wings. History, this is how we begin. This is how we begin. This is how we begin.
Watch this. Pounds, grands, stacks, feet, green, stand back. Watch this. Raise, face, cracked. Pussy die, pussy die. Watch this. Pounds, grands, stacks, feet, green, stand back. Watch this. Raise, face, cracked. Pussy die, pussy die. Watch this.
We reach the heights you try to climb and leave behind.
Watch this.
Cross the lines, divide the times and redefine. Victory in the wings. History, this is how we begin.
Watch this.
This is how we begin. This is how we begin.
Watch this.
Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Ooh, nah, nah. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Ooh, nah, nah. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Come and check me out. Come and see what this about. Yeah, this ain't like no other. Ain't no copying allowed. Oh, just wait and see. There's no other part like me. They can't do it how I do it. I might knock you off your feet. Baby, just come get a look. Yeah, I be having them hooked. Everyone all on my line. Attention still a crook. Yeah, I be all on your mind. Like a toupee off the top. Turn on the spotlight. Sit back and just watch. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Get you a glimpse and you will find no other like this. I'm on your mind, I'm your heart skip. You by design, I stick to the script. Really, I'm it. I demonstrate. I got the sauce, all that it takes. I got the drip in my DNA. So go get a mob, cause I'm on display. Come and check me out. Come and see what this about. Yeah, this ain't like no other. Ain't no copying allowed. Oh, just wait and see. There's no other part like me. They can't do it how I do it. I might knock you off your feet. Baby, just come get a look. Yeah, I be having them hooked. Everyone all on my line. Attention still a crook. Yeah, I be all on your mind. Like a toupee off the top. Turn on the spotlight. Sit back and just watch. Sit back and just watch. 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 Nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Just watch. Nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Whoa. Nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Watch. Nah, 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 nah. Sit back and just watch. Watch.
Yeah. Striving with the odds stacked against me. Mentality good and plenty. Cause I can't complain out of respect for the people that sent me. Ancestors, forefathers, family, people that get me. And my younger self just looking at me saying, please don't let me down. If you stumble, fix that crown. And I just do this all for us. I just feeling in my gut that I had to keep it pushing cause amazing ain't enough. And I do this for my team, for the heights we couldn't touch. Now we raising up the levels and they trying to reach us. Yeah, I do this all for us. I just feeling in my gut that I had to keep keep it pushing cause amazing ain't enough. And I do this for my team, for the heights we couldn't touch. Now we're raising up the levels and they're trying to reach us. Yeah, they're trying to reach. That I had to keep it pushing cause amazing ain't enough. And I do this for my team, for the heights we couldn't touch. Now we raising up the levels and they trying to reach us. Yeah, I do this all for us. Had this feeling in my gut that I had to keep it pushing cause amazing ain't enough. And I do this for my team, for the heights we couldn't touch. Now we raising up the levels and they trying to reach us. Yeah, they trying to reach.
So comfortably, paper so big that you gotta read the summary. Baby, I'm a boss, come with me, I need company. For a couple hours, maybe a day, we'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. If I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way. I'm the only option. I'm the only turn it to the max. Haters gon' hate, dollars gon' stack. Throwing them hips, how you do it like that? You looking like a snack and I only speak facts. Let's relax. Maybe a day, we'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. If I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. If I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way.
Yeah, we're rising up. Nobody can stop me, can't fight this rush. No, I won't stop, the top three is the final push. Can't imitate how we be, better keep it hush. But I can't hide this buzz, cause we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. In the moment, stay focused. I smell the wind and it's potent. I remain the main component, cause they all know I'm the coldest. So cold that they frozen, overwhelmed by the notion. Pressure building, it's over when you feel the explosion. Yeah, they call me the showman. The way I'm shining, I'm golden, and I bring the commotion. My spirit never been broken, cause I got the devotion. No magical potion, you're just a drop in the ocean. I'm a tidal wave taking over. In the moment, stay focused. They all know I'm the coldest. So cold that they frozen. Pressure building, it's over. Yeah, we're rising up. No, nobody can stop me, can't fight this rush. No one won't stop me, top 3 is the final push. Can't imitate how we be, better keep it hush. But I can't hide this buzz, cause we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up.
We the fire in the belly of the beast, a menace to society, we hungry, gotta eat. We ain't gotta lie when it's clear enough to see. Action over anything means everything to me. It means everything. Yeah, it ain't over till the time's up. Hustle hard cause the power is in my touch. Dig deep cause I feel it in my guts. We at God level so you better hype it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, we gonna light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. Yeah. Moth to the flame, pressure in the pain. Everything we stand for, everything we gain. Feet firm on the floor, handling my lane. Stop standing in the way, cause we're going up. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. Fire in the belly of the beast, a menace to society, we hungry, gotta eat. We ain't gotta lie when it's clear enough to see. Action over anything means everything to me. Yeah, it ain't over till the time's up. Hustle hard cause the power is in my touch. Dig deep cause I feel it in my guts. We at God level so you better hype it up.
Take a step back for a minute. Got a place going up when I'm in it. Aim at the win and I did it. Where we at, that's none of your business, I'm that product of the hard work. That's why I'ma always come first. Push through the pain, not a concern. Coming hot like fire, now we gon' burn. Run fast when we chase that bag. Leave them all like damn, damn, damn. Think deep, go hard in the pain. Make noise like bang, bang, bang. Heavy hitter in the ring, go slam. Yeah, I got what it takes, go ham. No foot on the brakes, that look on the face like damn, damn, damn. This time you won't put nobody in the corner, I'm grown, so don't get funny with the tone. I can go clear, leave them all unknown. I'm the real deal, not a fake, not a clone. Oh gosh, got them trembling, shaking. One shot and I'm destined to take it. On top of the challenge I'm facing. Non-stop, I'm a legend in the making. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move. Yeah, move. Move. Gotta work that overtime. Put the power over my
elevate to the heights unknown. Celebrate cause tonight we own. Stay winning cause we bringing it home. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work, campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move, yeah, move, move.
DJ Toe, ready?
Drop the queens.
Cameras rolling. Queen stand by. Ready, set, glow. We do our thing, we choose our way. 不为谁的声音迎后退。They can talk, let them say. 我们站稳 every day. We put in the sweat and tears, taking it to another gear. Every step, every beat, 这一刻属于我们自己。No doubt in our hearts, no fear. We earn every second here. 双手举高，节奏拉快。Watch us take the night. Shine on, shine on. 你我此刻在发光。Feel the heat, feel the beat. 节奏移动，全场跟上。Shine on, shine on. Under lights, we stand tall. When we glow, the game turns on. Queen shine on all night long. 新装 game day, lights come on, 黑黄一片，要 stand up, 新北 rise now. We crown the city, no surprise, we always ready. Let's go kings, together we'll fight. Side by side, we own this night. 当我们闪耀全场点燃，感受女王的力量。Shine on, 你我时刻在发光。Feel the heat, feel the beat, 节奏移动，全场跟上。Shine on, shine on, under lights we stand tall. When we glow, the game turns on. Queen shine on all night long. Heartbeats racing, try to behave. 呼吸变重，快要失控。Queens move different, never rush. The lights come on, time to crush. Shine on, shine on, 你我此刻在发光。Feel the heat, feel the beat, 节奏移动，全场跟上。Shine on, shine on, under lights we stand tall. When we glow, the game turns on. Queen shine on all night long. Shine on. Shine on.
现场的球迷，最大的掌声加尖叫，献给我们的新北国王啦啦队 New Taipei Queens， 感谢我们的女王们。
All right， 警卫军，你们准备好了吗？接下来为各位介绍客队桃园台啤永丰云宝球员登入名单。首先，球衣背号6号徐宏伟，球衣背号11号庄博元，球衣背号21号王浩吉，球衣背号27号黄正。 球衣背号33号迪亚洛，球衣背号57号曹勋香，球衣背号82号刘元凯。接下来为先发球员，球衣背号5号高景伟，球衣背号12号林信宽，球衣背号13号米勒，球衣背号24号克罗马，球衣背号31号董永全。 总教练罗德尔，助理教练林冠军、普莱特，领队汤奇安，顾问周君山，营运长严行书。
好的，接下来邀请现场的球迷们将目光移向上方大荧幕，一起来欣赏新北国王季后赛形象影片。
They believed they understood our story, believed they had seen the ending. We faced challenges, forced us to adapt, to adjust, to trust each other, to become something new. Still our crown, and the rain don't stop.
我
装城堡的各位，告诉我你们 Are you ready？ 接下来进场的是西北国王。首先为各位介绍 Number 2， 技术苏培凯。Number 9， 你的新北标风玫瑰李凯燕。Number 11， 皇家坦克王柏芝。背号12号，攻守一体，新北飞鹰吕彦廷。Number 13， 皇家狙击手男模吕正如。背号17号，再来一盘莫打苏醒苏世轩。Number 20， 禁卫军弓箭手 Rider 熊祥泰。Number 25， 禁卫军高炮塔奶奶 Austin， 对。Number 26， 皇家未来之星乔纳森。It's time。接下来为各位介绍新北国王先发5人 ，Starting 5。Number 10， 微笑射手 JJ 简佑成。背号19号，皇家大锁榜哥林金邦。Number 0， 禁卫军带刀侍卫杰伦 Harris。背号42号，你的新北战斗陀螺 Jason Washburn。Finally， Number 1， 左右开弓90力林书伟。总教练洪志善，助理教练 Thomas Wiseman， 林振宇、李维恩，上列的孩子魏维，球队助理李文轩，球队经理李洪世湖，球队辅导员 Glad Danner， 首席体能教练张崇熙，体能助理教练赵德，防务员邱福凯，吴宗豪，总经理毛家恩，执行长陈信珍，董事长王文祥。Alright， 现场的球迷朋友们，一样呢，再一次把我们的目光放到我们的场中央。Alright， 接下来呢，我们要邀请到我们新北国王啦啦队 New Taipei Queens 来到我们的场中央，跟我带着大家一起复习我们新北国王的应援。让我们欢迎新北国王啦啦队 New Taipei Queens， 欢迎女王们。哇！大家掌声也欢迎我们的全党女王全恩贝也回到我们的现场了 ，Make some noise for 恩贝！相信今天这场比赛非常的重要，所以呢，邀请大家拿起你们的拍拍扇，可以先折好。等一下呢，跟着我们的节奏一起敲打，让我们大声喊出我们的防守以及新北国王。好，两位聊完了吗？我们要 Let's go 咯，准备好，现场让我们防守准备，一起来，防守，
防守，
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 防守。 这就是我们的 defense， 也就是我们的防守。接下来在进攻的时候，你们会听到胖胖胖胖胖新北国王，没错。等一下呢，节奏交给你们敲打，新北国王交给你们喊出来。All right， 让我们进攻。
没有任何时刻比现在更重要。每一次的喘息，每一个空心破网的胜利，都是为了此刻。It's all for this moment。团结是我们的底气，让我们能够勇敢向前拼搏。跌倒不失败，因为我们有再次站起来的勇气。汗水不是代价，而是我们试图登上顶峰的证明。此刻不只是开始，更是所有努力的交汇点。答案始终只有一个，只为总冠军。Nothing but champions。
Nothing but love, nothing but playoffs. You are watching TPBL playoffs tonight. You have a 5 o'clock kickoff. The Taoyuan Taiwan Beer Leopards against the new Taipei Kings. It is the game 4 of the Group A series. The new Taipei Kings, as we like to say in Mandarin, they have been Ting Paila, Clive Shu, and Taylor Chen presenting to you game 4 today. It's going to be a very thrilling match today.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Kings are making it known to everybody, it's still their crown and the rain don't stop.
And still their crown and still their gymnasium. We are live here at Heping Gymnasium, their temporary castle, as right now, the entirety of this week, the Xinzhuang Gymnasium is actually hosting the Disabled Games. This year it is hosted at New Taipei City. As we take a look at the playoff chart, the Formosa Dreamers have advanced and punched their ticket to the finals. Their last return was back in the 2020-2021 season against the Taipei Fubon Braves.
Woohoo! Go Dreamers. Just a little plug there. Can the Kings do the same today? I mean, they've got some hot shooting from their backcourt. The Leopards, their backs against the wall. Can they dethrone the Kings and try and, you know, capture their #1 seed and carry that into the playoffs, into the finals? Remains to be seen. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if the new Taipei Kings will follow the same pattern as the Group B series, as it was the away win, away loss, and then it switched to Dreamers winning 2 games back-to-back. As we take a look at tonight's game notes, the Kings playoff mode is a whole other beast. They jump from 33% to 41% shooting from the outside. Now the last game, the Leopards scored 26 points in the paint and 8 fast points. Kings dominated with 48 and 17 respectively. Now for the final game note, the game 4 spotlight is going to be between Gao Jingwei and Lin Yanting. So both of their young point guards taking the lead, particularly Yanting. He came off the bench and scored a, I would say, playoff high in his respect, double-digit points, 15 points to be exact.
Yeah, and I would add to that game 4 spotlight, not only does Gao Jingwei need to step up, but I think they need some more local help from Bruce Lin, number 12, Lin Xingquan. 13 points in the first game, 8, and then 2, and that's just not going to cut. I'm going on a limb, and I think those 2 combined guys need to score 35 points to give the import guys some help if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, it's most certainly not an import issue. I mean, they scored a combined 75 points.
Right.
They performed really well. Malcolm Miller really comes through consistently every single game. But, you know, Lasan Chroma is a player that I wanted to mention now. Again, he is import player of the year, but I can really tell that in these last 3 games, he's really spread thin on offense and defense. And we talk about, before the game, we talked to Ling Jingbang. He got the game start in the last game, and he did a really solid job in applying pressure on Lasan Chroma. And in that way, he kind of helps distribute the work and helps Jalen Harris focus more so on offense.
Yeah, absolutely right, Taylor. And he forced a key turnover at the very end of game 3 off of Chroma.
都会有一个时候就是会有断电的状况。就是我觉得在这种时候，我们越是要团结，遇到死球的时候，就是要围起来做沟通，让大家知道，现在问题在哪里，然后大家不要去紧张，不要惊慌，因为这种时刻我们已经遇过很多次，我们也知道怎么解决，所以在这时候我们就是要越冷静去处理。就是教练要求我们就是，只要保持好平常心，然后去享受这种高张力的比赛，然后把平常训练的内容表现出来就好。那我觉得我自己本身的话，是希望自己用态度跟防守的拼劲去带动队友，然后遇到问题的时候能够及时去帮队友，然后解决问题这样子。
Gao Jingwei talking about the second quarter struggle in the last game. They only scored 23 points as opposed to the New Taipei Kings. They blitzed them by 32 points. Now, to be fair, though, they did recover. At one point, they were behind by 16 points as we talked to Lin Jingbang.
让我上去守科罗马嘛，那因为他是他们球队的得分主力，那其实也没有说要完全守住他，因为你要完全守住他一定有难度。那就是能让他觉得打起球来会觉得，浑身不自在啊，会觉得啊怎么一直就是没有打得很不顺手这样子。那我觉得我的工作就是这样子影响他嘛。那我觉得我是希望我用我的感染力，让整个团队可以跟着我一起去做防守这件事情。因为我觉得进攻一定靠他们嘛，其实。我也不是说很刻意要进攻干嘛，那我觉得把这种防守这种苦差事我来做，让他们可以很放心的去做进攻，我觉得这样就够。对，我觉得大家因为从一开始有换过教练嘛，那小胖接，我觉得小胖也蛮倾听大家的意见。那我觉得大家一定都每个人意见，我觉得他要去整合这些意见，然后让大家去最后去走他的方式，然后去打球。因为我觉得一开始一定会有磨合期啊，因为不要说小胖那时候从教练，从球员嘛，那大家当然球员一定会有，一定大家想法都会差不多。那当然他这些总教练一定有压力在，那我觉得大家也都很信任他们，他也信任我们嘛。那我觉得就是用他的方式，然后大家去一起努力去做，可以帮助球队，然后可以赢球的事情。我觉得大家从挑战赛开始慢慢磨，然后到现在4强，然后可能还有后面。那我觉得我们也是一场一场来嘛。那慢慢，我觉得大家会越来越团结。
So as quick as concise as I could be, the two purposes to start Lin Jingbang was to disrupt the offense, make Lasan Chroma in particular uncomfortable on the court. Now he did force him to commit 6 turnovers, so definitely providing relief for offense. And as he mentioned, when defense is effective, offense will fall to place. Now we have the starting 5 for the Taiwan Beer Leopards on screen, as well as the New Taipei Kings. The men in white are the Taiwan Leopards. The New Taipei Kings are in their black jerseys. Let's see if they can clinch tonight's matchup.
We got to get Jingbang over here at the commentary booth. That guy can talk, man. I think that's the longest interview I've seen.
I mean, you know what? He's got some gems. He's 40 years young, so plenty of things to say, particularly for his peer, now his head coach, Venti Huang, as the whistle comes. Free throws are granted for the Leopards. Jingbang also mentioned that the transition from Hong Zhishan going from a player to a head coach now, it does take a transition period. Now, Venti is very open to the locker room dialogue. Open communication is very important, but there's also stands a time or a certain point where he has to run the team as a coach and learn to rein the players in, learn to find the right timing for those called timeouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Coaching is as much as about managing people and managing relationships as it is the X's and O's. And he was under some criticism with Kingsborough to say at the beginning when they hired him, but he's done a fabulous job leading his team past the DEA in the play-in series, and now if they win this game, on the way to the finals.
Most definitely. I mean, we talked about playoff Kings is a whole different beast, and he talked about it during the post-game press conference that a lot of people, they look down on him because, quite frankly, he's only had high school coaching experience. As Joseph Lin pulls the trigger, his off mark.
He missed the shot, Taylor. That guy's on fire.
He has been on fire. He's averaging 22 points per game in playoffs.
Yeah, he's really upped his three-point shooting. 11 for 20 in this series. At 8 for 16 in the play-in series, he's 19 for 36. That's 53% in the past 5 games.
This is the best that we've seen him in playoff mode. Shot intercepted. Not really a Jingbang shot. There's the help defense for Jason Washburn trying to tap it in. Third time is not a charm.
Still against the foul. So I think what the outside shooting is going to do is it's going to open up things for Washburn in the middle. And so I think it's good that the Leopards, they've rostered Diallo today to help a little bit with that interior defense and be more of a presence inside.
Solid effort between Miller and Chroma here as we take a look. Jumping for...
Yeah, when they go with Miller, Chroma, and McCullough, Miller and McCullough, they have the length, but they're just not traditional big men. They're more 4 or 5 guys. And so Washburn, the wily veteran, series of moves, knows where to be, works hard on the boards, as evidenced by this possession right here. So Diallo, I think, is a good move.
Jason Washburn, he, during game 2 of the play-in series, pulled his groin. So right now, last game, he played only 25 minutes. So Hong San probably still trying to reserve him and protect him. And Austin Day today will be coming off the bench for this particular import combination. Swing over to Lin Xinquan for the 3 to beat the buzzer.
That's the guy. That's a really good shot, a really good confidence booster for him to make that shot. So I think he needs to be in the 10 to 15 range along with Gao Jingwei in the 15 to 20 range, combined for 35 points to give the imports a little bit of a relief.
So the Taoyuan Leopards right now, they're providing help defense for Jason Washburn, but he's too big, too strong, and too experienced, as you said, Clive. You talk about the local players for the Leopards. They only scored 27 points. So let's see if Lin Xinquan can make up the difference tonight.
Yeah, but he missed that one, but really active, saved the ball, giving the Leopards another possession.
Yeah, I want to see the local players be more assertive on the court, as their field goal attempts in the last games has been lower than their season average. There's a pocket pass out to JJ. So nice, you gotta say his name twice. The score now 7-4.
Yeah, even though they're down by 3 points here in the early going, you can see their defensive intensity has already picked up from the prior 3 games. They know what's at stake, and they know it starts on the defensive end.
Jason Washburn not allowing Lin Xinquan for spacing, forces the pass outwards, and Joseph Lin taking full advantage, and he draws a foul off of number 31, Lewis.
Taylor, you talk about the import combination for the Kings. 3 different combinations in the first 3 games. Between Harris has been there every game. Day, Olajobi, and Washburn have been rotating in there. I'm a little surprised they've gone with Day over Olajobi, just because I think Olajobi provides a little bit more offensive punch. But Day, definitely experienced, a veteran, so he knows how to approach these important games as well.
I would say Austin Day and Olajobi, they don't excel either in terms of defense, but I would agree with you in terms of experience. Austin Day can definitely read the floor well. He can space out his players a lot better, and shooting obviously from 3, well, playoff mode is a whole other thing.
Yeah, and obviously the Kings have experience on their side, having been in the finals many times, 2 consecutive years. So they know what to expect, and for the Leopards, this is a relatively new experience for a lot of them, playing in such big games. So will they be able to get over that hump and dethrone the reigning champions?
We do have 9 new Taipei Kings players returning from last season, whereas for the Taiwan Beer Leopards, 6 have returned, but most of them have never experienced the finals, let alone playoffs. Their last time Leopards won the championship was back in 2024. That goes in and out for Lewis.
What I like about that possession is Gao Jingwei taking it inside and driving it.
Lin Jingbang showing that he could be assertive too on offense. As this time around, we're seeing JJ having to guard Chroma, and from wall to wall, Here comes trouble. It is the number 31, Lewis, but Harris tries to answer back with a quick bucket.
Yeah, great job by Dong Yongchen there, seeing the smaller Joseph Lin just elevating and going strong to the bucket. Don't mess around, go straight to the hoop.
So that is Dong Yongchen's first field goal. So already a good start.
He has also a free throw, so 3 points. Yeah, great start from him. Lin Xinquan has made a three-pointer, three points for him.
And back over to Dong Yongchen with a quick jumper. A huge improvement to their last matchup. Dong Yongchen showing a lot more effort on offense, but Jason Washburn, a man unhinged. He's already got more points on the board, 6 points now.
Yeah, a veteran like Jason Washburn, he definitely smells blood. So he's going for the kill. He's not messing around this game.
Outsized, but not a problem for Gao Jingwei, dropping his first three-piece.
Yeah, Gao Jingwei, the three-pointers made leader of the TPBL this year in the regular season. He's going to need to have a big shooting game.
This time Joseph Lin set the screen. Now it's Washburn with a high screen. Reset kick out, and JJ gets the lay-in. It's a good look by Joseph Lin.
I mean, JJ's contributions already have surpassed expectations. I mean, he's doing a great job. He's buying some time. Here comes Li Kai-yin.
Yeah, I would say right now it's really the local players that we should be watching on both sides, Lin Xingbang and JJ, while in the other hand, you have Dong Yongchen and Lin Xinquan. Particularly, we're really hoping to see Lin Xinquan get those threes in today. Back over to Leopard side. The score now 12-8, and Miller time from up top, trying to make up the difference.
Yeah, that's too easy for Miller. That's like a layup for him. So Washburn, seeing him walk down like that, you got to at least have a hand in the face and meet him at the three-point line. He can't just walk into a three like that.
The fadeaway is good over the two import players.
Jalen Harris has something to prove in 14 games. If you extrapolate his numbers over the entire course of the season, MVP import caliber. Just a really dynamic offensive player.
And he's really helped save the new Taipei Kings this season. And that's the and one pushing foul is called.
Yeah, Wang Haoji trying to match Jian Youze's, JJ's production. Anything extra from these guys is a plus. And I would say the Leopards definitely need it more than the Kings do. The Kings more evenly distributed in terms of scoring, 6 players in double figures the last game. And as you mentioned before, the 3 imports, 75% of the points last game from game 3.
Not even 75%, 75 points.
Yeah, 75 points.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's kind of the blueprint of how the Leopards play. The imports carry them. They don't have a strong local representation, especially when you get to the bench. So it's how they've been playing, but I mean, it's going to take its toll eventually. And so the imports guys, they got to make some contributions.
Yeah, the Taiwan Beer Leopards, they don't necessarily have the best lineup, but I mean, obviously they showed the best results as they ended up being the #1 seed team in the regular season. Austin Day checks into the game, contested. And it's a miss for Gao Jingwei. Check Diallo draws a foul off of Austin Day.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, the Leopards, contributions from the bench and the local guys, anybody that can contribute, really they'll take it.
We have ourselves our first timeout in Game 4 of the Group A series. The current score is 14-all. The game is tied right now. Stay tuned for more TPBL playoffs.
Have you ever told a lie?
Are you serious? Wasn't lying part of the job description of CIA? My partner can be a little by the book.
FBI, open up.
You guys work in the open, we work in the shadows.
We both do it to keep our country safe.
Exactly. Nice work, partner.
CIA, new series Wednesdays at 9:45, only on AXN.
Get the team in position.
FBI, don't move!
There's something else going on. Something bigger.
Everybody get down!
If we want answers fast, it is on us.
What I need is this team breaking cases, making things right.
The adrenaline.
Something like that.
FBI, new season Tuesdays at 9:45, only on AXN.
You're watching TPBL playoffs brought to you by AXN Sports. Malcolm Miller at the line. It was a quick correction on my part. Diallo will be checking in very shortly for the first time.
Now, Taylor, you mentioned the Leopards. They had the #1 seed. But, you know, really after they got off to a 10-1 start, after that, they're really just a 500 team going 13-12. And every time I watch the Leopards games, I mention that because it's a little misleading in terms of how dominant they were. They held the #1 seed the whole season for maybe except for 2 weeks to the Dreamers. So, I mean, they're a little bit of a pickle here. They really have to step up and play like they really want it, and it's so far so good. The defensive intensity is good, going into a little zone here.
Yenting, though, shuts them down, coming out of the called timeout.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Li Yenting continuing his hot shooting.
Yeah, he was kind of experienced the yips towards the end of the regular season, but playoff mode, not so much.
Yeah, just 1 for 6 in the first game, but the last 2 games scoring 18 and 19 points. 8 for 15 from three-pointers, plus that one, 9 for 16 so far.
Cayenne also checking into the game, was on the active roster but did not play. So that is also a sign of trouble for the Leopards. If they still lose without Lee Cayenne on the court, well, they're going to have a lot of work to do tonight. Daji corrals the rebound.
We got some friends visiting here in the booth, obstructing our view.
Yeah, Diallo shot too strong. You know what? We make do, though, here at AXN Sports. So 4.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. Chroma on top of Yenting. Back out to the perimeter. Austin Day over to Yenting. Let's see if he can get back-to-back threes. No.
I mean, it's just the first quarter. We're almost 8 minutes in. And the Leopards are just scrambling all over the place around the three-point line, making sure that the Kings don't get that shot off. But that's going to open some lanes inside, and that's going to expose them to some offensive rebounds.
If we look at the score spread right now, I will say Henrik Rodell has done a great job in making adjustments. As we talked about, Lassonde Chroma was really the main point of offense alongside McCullough and Malcolm Miller. But as of right now, Lassonde Chroma has yet to score any points. And so far, it's five locals have managed to log in points for the game. Here comes the catch and shoot for Brian.
Yeah, welcome to the local show here for the Leopards. This is a really good sign for them. 2 wide open layups.
That made it too easy. That's truly a bunny shot for Lee Yenting as Henrik Rodell calls for the timeout.
Yeah, they definitely need this one. They need to talk it over. Somebody's missing a defensive assignment. There's no way you can give up 2 defensive wide open layups like that.
So again, despite us being at the temporary home stadium for the new Taipei Kings, it seems pretty well filled up here at Heping Gymnasium. It is a 7,000 capacity stadium, whereas Xinjiang is 7,125. As we take a look at some of the highlights, big thanks to their young player, Ling Yenting. That was a huge signing for James Mao and the new Taipei Kings organization. His purpose, or him as well as Ryder Sheng being signed, is really a sign of time, a sign of change for the Kings organization. Again, Clive, you and I talk about the experience, but also the years behind a lot of these players. So it's about time that James Mao rolls in some of the youth coming in. Ryder Sheng has been really fantastic in playoffs, particularly we're talking about Ling Yanting in the past games and right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important that you bring young players in. Bring these young players in to experience that championship culture, so they know what it takes. Learning from guys like Lin Jinbang, Li Kaiyan, Joseph Lin, Jason Washburn, and so that they can, pass that torch down and carry it on. And that's really how franchises, how sustained success is made.
As of right now, the new Taipei Kings are 3-1 in the playoffs. And if we're talking about Heping Gymnasium overall, they are 4-1.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't even pick them to get past DEA in the play-in series. They were down 1 game. They had to win 2 in a row. Took care of business there. Took the first game from the Leopards in Taoyuan. Surprised everybody there. And now hold a 2-1 lead.
Off the screen, Miller drives between Su Sishen and Lin Yanting. Right down the lane there, gets the lay-in after the call timeout. "12 seconds remain on the shot clock. Jalen Harris with a jumper over Malcolm Miller, in and out.
Fantastic pull up there. That's a shot that he usually makes. The Leopards are fortunate that he missed that one. Come back the other way, holding on to a 1-point lead.
Su Sishen tasked to guard Check Diallo, and he gets called his first foul tonight.
Yeah, with Jason Washburn out right now, I really look for Diallo. I want to see him just take over, take charge inside, and do some damage.
There we see Malcolm Miller right now. He's got 6 points on the scoreboard, leading for the Taiwan Beer Leopards. And again, Lasan Chroma has yet to log in points. That's actually, if anything, I don't think that's a point of concern, because that's a strategic decision made by Henrik Rodell.
Have a seat, Taylor. You can sit down now.
Thank you.
You got some of your steps in there.
I know.
Technical difficulties on our neighboring booth fixed.
Yeah, Mark's monitor had major issues, so the production team came in and got it replaced. So big props to everybody behind productions. It's not easy work. Diallo off shot. Score now 23-21. Leopards with just a single field goal lead. And Jason Washburn checking back in. Left wide open. Cayenne hesitated for a split second there. It might have been too long. He should have pulled the trigger as soon as he received the ball. Here's Malcolm Miller with a kick out. Good save by Ling Xinquan. For the jumper, nothing but net.
There you go, Bruce. That's what they need from him.
Yeah, a 180 for the local players. Bruce now with 5 points, and Ling Yanting showing ownage on the Taiwan Beer Leopards. That's now 7 points on the board for him.
Yeah, so Gao Jingwei just got stuck behind Jason Washburn there, so Miller has to do a better job of hedging that screen and stopping his momentum.
And Gao Jingwei puts down his second three. The last game he scored at 12 points. Not as many assists as his season average of 4. There's a fadeaway for Jason Washburn. Dials in and gets the answer.
Pretty move by Jason Washburn there. Bump Diallo. Go away from Diallo's strength and his height. A nice little fadeaway shot there.
No entry allowed in the paint. They got a reset. Miller with a high screen, and Gao Jingwei for 3. He's in his bag now.
I cannot tell you how important it is that Gao Jingwei provides some offensive punch for them. You saw it in the game notes to begin. His scoring is down, his field goal percentage is down, everything down basically from the season averages.
Free throws coming for Ling Yanting. That's a blocking foul called on Ling Xinquan Bruce.
In the regular season, we see a lot of time, Taylor, that Gao Jingwei, he'll kind of pace himself. He'll score when he needs to. A lot of assists. He kind of runs the game. But in this game, with their backs to the wall, he absolutely needs to step up offensively in the point category.
Yeah, for the Leopards, it's really important for this series for them to establish themselves early onwards. And so far, they've done a solid job. They take the lead at 31-26.
Yeah, between Gao Jingwei and Bruce, already 13 points. Almost to that 35 over-under that I set. But Chroma has 0. The disclaimer is Chroma's got to score too.
Yes, everybody's got to contribute.
Yeah, so far just one shot for Chroma. Miller with 6. Diallo with 3. Haoji and Boyuan with 3 off the bench.
26 seconds left in regulation. Ryder Shung is also in for the game. Bruce bringing the ball back. Tripping up, loose ball. Diallo saves it. Trying to get past over Jason Washburn, but not in my house. Out of bounds. Experience and size.
Diallo's need to learn that little fadeaway that Washburn has. Take a page out of his book. Great defense by Washburn there.
9.4 seconds remain. And Washburn is switched out. And Michael Tao, number 57, also logs in. With the Leopards running full court press. Harris.
A small 4-point lead, but every possession is going to matter in this game, so do not let them get any points on this last possession.
Well, they have fouls to spare there. That's Michael Tao's first one.
Yeah, not a bad foul there, leaving them with 3 seconds to get a shot off here.
Yenting from the sideline. They have 3.1 seconds remaining.
It's going to be a huge mental advantage and boost if they can keep him off the board.
Tough shot for Austin Day. Solid and holy Toledo, Malcolm Miller.
From the free throw line, Taylor,
oh my gosh, that is a 4-point shot in the PBA if I had ever seen one.
Doesn't count though, right? Does it count? I don't think it
does not count.
Nope.
After all, the score remains at 31-27. Oh my goodness. That's a splash if I ever seen. We will be right back with more TPBL playoffs.
全场的球迷，最大的掌声加尖叫，献给我们的全场女王全恩菲。
You're watching TPBL Playoffs powered by AXN Sports. Clive Hsu and Taylor Chen presenting to you Game 4 of the Group A series. A win for the New Taipei Kings will punch their ticket to the finals. But a win for the Taiwan Beer Leopards. Well, they'll still stay standing and force a Game 5 situation. As we take a look, Malcolm Miller at the free throw line, as Clive says. It does not count, though. Too bad, so sad.
Oh, still fun, though, those kind of shots whenever you see it. But right now, the difference for the Leopards is 5 of 11 from three-point land. You know, last place or sixth place, towards definitely in the bottom 2 in terms of three-pointers made during the season. They've got a huge boost from Bruce Lin and Miles Gaojingwei. He's been really assertive. He needs to continue doing so.
They're going to stagger Miles as well as Lasan Chroma, as Michael Tao getting the second quarter start. Gets his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, terrific first quarter for the Leopards. And if you were to tell them Chroma wasn't going to score and you're going to have 31 points, they would definitely take it.
New Taipei Kings running a drag screen with no avail. There's the skip pass to Check Diallo with the jam. And just like that, 11 minutes, 13 seconds. And we have a call timeout made by Hong Zhi-san on the Kings side.
Yeah, if nothing else, you got to break up this early momentum in the second quarter of the Leopards.
Score now 35-27. We will be right back.
All right, people, all hands on deck.
I don't really recognize the world anymore. My team saw things, survived things.
There's something else going on here. Something bigger.
FBI, don't move!
But I know what kind of people you are. And I'm not giving up. We are FBI. And we still have a job to do to protect people. Let's move.
FBI, new season, Tuesdays at 9:45 on AXN.
There is a possibility that this goes really freaking fast.
That's the job.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
You have 12 hours, or all you will get back are corpses. How far are we willing to go to get this guy?
Far. We have a chance to nail a traitor with American blood on his hands.
He's not here.
He knows we're after him.
FBI International on AXN.
This English broadcast is brought to you by Clive Xu and Taylor Chen from AXN Sports. Coming out of the call timeout made by interim head coach Hong Zhi-san. Michael Tao getting his second personal foul.
Do you think they'll give him a contract next year? Hong Zhi-san Venti?
I would say yes, you know.
I think so too. He's done a tremendous job.
I would completely agree. Now, his title is still interim head coach as of right now, but he's had that title since November, so I don't think they're in a rush to find a new leader.
His counterpart, Coach Rodel, of course, a multi-year deal as a head coach, the first ever here. Oh, offensive foul! Wow.
And they call it on Joseph Lin.
Okay, because I was going to say Austin Day, he was just pivoting.
So here you see him
right there,
shoving off Michael Tao there.
Our TPBL refs, they see everything.
The shot for Lei Xingquan. Had the look, not the touch, showing to be more assertive in tonight's game. Usually coming off the bench, he's got the game start tonight. Sidestepping Check Diallo with Austin Day all day.
So what got him that shot was the pump fake. Most underrated move in basketball. Let the guy fly by, take a dribble, set your feet. Wide open, he drains it.
Yeah, I was already seeing a couple of shots made by the Kings veterans. Just going to show that Diallo might still be a little young, still needs some improvement on the court. Harris with the shot for three. Yes, back-to-back threes for New Taipei Kings.
Huge huge back-to-back buckets here, down 8. One from Day, one from Harris, and then 2 misses by Bruce. Have the Kings right back in this.
Miller with a drive downhill, out of bounds, still a Leopards ball.
Quick hands by Day there. He wants the ball. Saying it's Kings possession. Miller really aggressive in the early going as well. Oh, he's arguing that it was just a clean swipe out of bounds, but Miller's going to get some free throws.
Miller had a bit of a hiccup in the first quarter on game 3. Slipped, and his shoes got torn up. I believe they were Kobe Girl Dad shoes. They lost traction, and the rubber just completely slid out from underneath. And I talked to his wife, and she had said, I don't know why he still decided to wear them. They were already broken, or they were already busted. Then he insisted on the Girl Dad shoes.
You don't mess with superstition, Taylor.
Well, no choice now. He's got the shoes that he replaced them with right now.
Miller struggling a little bit at the free throw line. 1 for 4. Makes a second.
Yeah, overall in the last game, shot 75%. Now Lasan Chroma returns to the court. Now he was allowed 15 free throw attempts, but only made 8 of them. That's 53%. So that just goes to show how I mentioned earlier how Chroma was really spread thin on Friday night.
Yeah, from the end of the first quarter into the break, and then now into 2.5 minutes into this quarter, Chroma's had a good rest over there. The longer, the more they can rest him, the better. Miller and Day playing a chess match here, some mind games.
That's Miller's second foul.
Day pleading his case with the refs, and Miller just waving him off. Love it.
Off the screen, 3 seconds remain. Joseph Lin pulling up for the jumper. Nothing about air, though.
Push, go.
Miller will certainly try, but there's a pass off to Ryan with a pump fake off the glass into the ring.
So you see the pump fake out on the perimeter. Now you see the pump fake down low. Gets the guy up in the air. Easy 2.
The shot for Jalen Harris goes way out. And the bodies hit the floor. That looks to be JJ and Xingquan, or JB. Kind of ran over Lee Xingquan there on transition. Kind of ran towards Ling Jingbang a little bit.
Yep. As you like to say, Taylor, embellishment.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes.
He was trying to, force the foul there. Actually did get fouled, which is he's fortunate that he got that as Jingbang fell on him. But sometimes, when you drive into the lane and you're expecting a foul, you're trying to draw the foul and you don't actually get it. It throws your whole game off a little bit. So I always say just, if you're going to the basket, just go hard. And if you get fouled, you get fouled. Don't try and draw one.
Luzon checking into the game, another veteran for the Kings. He only logged in 5 minutes on Friday. Ooh, that's a risky pass to Jason Washburn there from Harris. Got him tripped up, tangled between him and Chroma.
Yeah, the risky pass is right, Taylor. They had 2 guys right there. Bruce was covering his left side, Chroma coming in from the right.
So the Leopards are now with 2 team fouls. There's the baseline pass. Jingbang shot too strong.
Those are shots that Jingbang needs to make. Perfectly executed inbounds play.
Brian in his bag pulls the 3-point shot from the corner.
And right there, that's a 5-point swing.
He's now 2 for 2 from out on the perimeter.
Yeah, Zongbo-Yuan, he can put it in there. He's not for lack of experience.
Here's a catch and shoot for Liu Zhenru. Captain Liu Oh, captain, my captain.
Big time shot, big time player off of the Kings bench there. Tons of experience in those shoes. That's a huge lift, huge shot for the Kings.
Score now 41-36. Let's see if Lasan Chroma could finally put down a bucket and putting them through the spins. They
and one.
Count that as a and one. Yes,
wow.
Sir. So they call the foul on Ling Jingbang. Lot of contact made on Lasan Chroma.
Yeah, basically hugging him in the lane there.
So that's JB's second foul. Again, he was quite effective in disrupting the Leopards' offense. As we see now, Lasan Chroma at the line for the first time. So far in this game, every player that's been on the court for the Leopards have scored. So again, that's a huge turnaround difference compared to Friday night.
Yeah, that's great to see. You can tell they're playing with urgency, the Leopards are.
There's the switch. Washburn out to Jalen Harris for the three. Pummels it! Right now, three-point percentage for the New Taipei Kings currently stands at 38.5%. For the Leopards, though, again, huge improvement from Friday. They're hitting 40%. Michael Tao, contested, breaks the shot.
So the time still left on the shot clock. That's not the shot that you want if you're the Leopards. Oh, Chroma swiping at the ball big time.
Ooh, there's a big boy block by Malcolm Miller there. Chroma coming through end to end for the two. Yes!
You're not going to keep Chroma quiet all game. So after scoring, without not scoring in the first quarter, Chroma with 5 so far.
But Jalen Harris comes through wall to wall, draws a foul.
It's the Harris and Chroma fight right now. They're trading blows, going back and forth. Two dynamic offensive players. Which team is going to come up with the answer for stopping them? Can't really stop them, Taylor. You just have to try and contain them.
Right. I mean, we saw the replay. Leopards had no ability to stop Harris there until Lewis got called for the foul. That's his second one right now.
Yeah, the problem with a guy like Harris is that he can shoot the three outside. So you meet him at the three-point line, but then he has enough moves, you know, quick fake this way, and he's fast enough, quick enough to get to the dish, to get to the hole as well.
I mentioned before, Harris really helped to preserve the New Taipei Kings campaign for the playoffs. As the Kings, quite honestly, they've had quite a tumultuous season despite being a two-time championship team. And again, there's the wall-to-wall finish attempt, but Jason Washburn said, not in my house. Didn't even raise his arms that much. Jalen Harris for the three! Dish and swish punishes the Leopards.
Uh-oh, Taylor, uh-oh.
Trouble.
Harris is heating up.
Bad man. He averages 30 points against the Taoyuan Leopards in the regular season, but he's a little bit too big for his britches in that moment. He gets called to travel. The Hong Zisan trying to settle down the Kings on the court.
That's not a call you see every day.
You see Leopards' last possession and Washburn ambushing through. Signed, sealed, delivered. That's another three for the New Taipei Kings. Chroma with the jumper.
Yeah, Chroma just starting to assert himself offensively here. Him and Harris just trading knocks here.
Yeah, not a lot of dribble penetrations for Chroma as of right now, but there's the jumper for Joseph Lin.
Joseph Lin, naturally a left-hander. I've seen him, you know, throw some right-handed floaters, some layups high off the backboard. You can tell he's practiced his craft with his offhand, which has essentially doubled his offensive tool belt.
They get another chance for the shot. Miles no good. Diallo with the last touch off the glass, keeping the bank open. So that's 7 points for Czech Diallo. Driving downhill, loses the ball. Here's Lassane Chroma over to Czech Diallo once again with the double hand slam this time around. So that's the second timeout call with 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Leopards continue on with the lead, 52-45. So as of right now, the New Taipei Kings are leading in shots from the outside. They are 5 for 6 in the second quarter. But as we mentioned, Lassane Chroma returning onto the court in the second quarter. We're seeing him rev up his own engine. He's got now 7 points on the board. Let's see if we can take a listen to the coaches on both teams.
For like 13 minutes. So 13 is it if you want Dachi. He has a matchup.
AXN Sports giving you your dose of playoff basketball. Hong San just called for the timeout. 4.5 minutes remain in the second.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of offensive runs here for the Leopards. Largest lead at 8. This one's at 7, and every time they do, Austin Day, Jalen Harris, somebody comes right back and cuts it right back down.
The New Taipei Kings are trailing, but not too far behind. There's a crossover by Lassane Chroma over to Galchingwei. Left wide open. Here's Lewis for the 3.
Man, Lewis is coming up with some big buckets here. Zhang Boyuan and Dong Yongchen. Oh, silly foul there. 9 players for the Leopards in the scoring column. Dong Yongchen now is 6. Zhang Boyuan with 8 off the bench.
Well, we have to see the Leopards improve. Besides the locals finally contributing in this game, they got to learn to transition back to defense and not getting themselves into these ticky-tacky foul situations.
Yeah, I mean, you might say it doesn't matter. It's just an open court foul, but now they're at 4 fouls. So the next foul, 3:53 left to play. You don't want to put the Kings at the line, stopping the clock and then giving them free points essentially from the charity stripe.
Whistle comes for the holding foul on Daji. So that's it. That's free throws now.
There you go. There you go. 2 quick, fouls within 5 seconds of each other. And now the Kings are going to shoot free throws the rest of the way. That changes the way you play defense a little bit. You can't be quite as aggressive. Can't take risks that you usually would take. And for the Kings, they got to take advantage of that. They themselves at 4 team fouls as well.
Austin Day at the line. Now, the post-game interview went to Joseph Lin after their clinch to officially their road to playoffs. Mentioned that, they played their heart out for AD, and they didn't want that to be his last game of his career. As we talked about it all season long, this is his swan song. This is his final season playing pro. And it's pretty moving that he decided to retire here in Taiwan.
100%. I mean, if they retire numbers, I would retire his numbers. He's made significant contributions to this Kings franchise.
Misfire pass to check Diallo, but Miles comes up high, springs under his feet, but Kings managed to get away with the three, but Jalen Harris! Wet like water, he's putting them down, cashing in these checks like they're blank checks on three.
You knew that was going in before he shot it.
Oh my goodness.
There's no way he was missing that. Icing on top of the cake, an N1 4-point play. And again, every time, you got him on the hand there. Every time the Leopards try to make it run and give themselves some breathing room, right back come the Kings.
The Leopards not fast enough to return to transition back to defense. Here's Austin Day with a jumper. Just too shy hitting the ring. That's Diallo's first foul. Only with 3 minutes left in the quarter. And that's a foul on Austin Day. So both teams are in the penalty. Free throws are granted to Gao Jingwei Miles.
Yeah, both teams 71.4% as a team free throw during the regular season for the Kings, 70.9, so pretty close. The entire league actually less than 4% difference between 1 and 7. So all relatively pretty good free throw shooting teams if it comes down to that.
Miles will most likely pass the points he scored on Friday. But with that foul call, that is Austin Day's third personal foul. So that's some signs for trouble for the Kings. Dodgy assigned to guard Jalen Harris, but they're running the switch defense once again. AD shaking off Lasan Chroma. Airdrops another three for the new Taipei Kings. He's 2 for 3 from out in the perimeter.
Yeah, the Leopards need to make a defensive adjustment on the perimeter instead of jumping for the ball when they take a three-point shot. Giving Austin Day, he's done it twice, wide open. Chroma comes back with a 2. But instead you just close out, shuffle your feet, close out, and keep a hand up. Don't go flying past them and giving them wide open looks.
Now, despite the Leopards still holding on to the lead, it feels like a very unstable lead right now. As, again, the threes are raining for the new Taipei Kings in both quarters. They are 9 for 17.
Yeah, it just feels like the Leopards are working really hard. And they have a 5-point lead, you know. And the Kings are just biding their time and eventually they're going to make their run.
Yeah, the Leopards right now, they're really overexerting themselves. The switch defense is not really proving to be effective against the Kings. And just like that, they're only behind by 2 points. Current score 59-57. Crowd is loud here at Heping Gymnasium. It's not a sold-out crowd, but the fans are quite effective in causing a ruckus. Taking a look at some of the highlights here. So we talk about making their threes tonight. Lee Yinting coming off the bench today. He's 2 for 3. Austin Day 2 for 3, and Jalen Harris deep in his bag. He's 4 for 6. He's already racked in 15 points for the Kings.
Yeah, the Kings, they just got hot at the right time. 10 for 18 in this game. The Leopards trying to match them, 7 for 18. They've pulled off a bit. They started hot.
And this is the same quarter in which the Taiwan Beer Leopards, they kind of hit a hiccup. As we talked about it before the game, they only scored 23 points, whereas the Kings scored 32.
Yeah, scoring is, flowing this game. Offense is flowing, 59-57. We still got 2.5 minutes to play. And again, like the Kings, the Leopards, they're just exerting a lot of energy. Will they be able to sustain it into the second half?
Yeah, definitely a high-scoring first half. But it's a pretty high-scoring game or matchup between these two teams as we see Giancarlo Tucci making his presence here at Heping Gymnasium. He is the Chinese Taipei national team coach.
Yeah, scouting out his team.
Absolutely. Lasan Chroma with the jumper from the long range, no good. As the whistle comes, they call it on Daji again. So troubled times for the Leopards as again, free throws are automatic with every foul now.
Yeah, and again, Aji, 94 feet from the basket. You just want to make a better decision there. You see that Sushi already has control of the ball. Don't keep bringing your hand down and trying to get it.
Jason Washburn returns to the court. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remain. So in the regular season, we had a pretty even matchup. 3 wins, 3 losses. And in terms of points per game, well, it's pretty much the same with the Leopards having scored, averaging 104.5 versus the Kings 104 points. So again, high scoring games between these two. The handoff by Miller through the baseline, back over to Ling Xingquan. 3 seconds remain, loose ball, and Lasan Chroma with a Hail Mary. Just shy there. They couldn't convert that possession into buckets. There's the mismatch inside, and a one and done for Jason Washburn. That's Wang Haoji Daji's third foul now. That's tough when you're up against Jason Washburn, who's at a 213 centimeters against 195 centimeters.
Yeah, as soon as he gets that deep in the paint with his experience and his, craftiness, he's going to get the ball and he's either going to make it or you're going to foul him.
Quick stint for Su Sishen, and JB returns to the game. 93 seconds remain in the second quarter. The first one is good for Jason Washburn. Talking about playoff experience. Went to the finals with the Taoyuan Pilots and got his first ever championship ring last season with the New Taipei Kings. And again, New Taipei Kings trying to prove themselves and earn their way back to the finals. Skip pass over to Chroma. They know to keep him on the left side. Miller with 4 seconds remaining, stepping back for the three. That was a tough shot to make.
Yeah, 2 bad offensive possessions in a row here for the Leopards. Eventually just dissolving into one-on-one, trying to jack up last second threes.
Coming out for the screen, Joseph Lin trying to take advantage. And there's the up and under for Lin Jingbang. What a save for number 19.
I mean, that highlights the importance of having to box out your guy. I don't know who was guarding Jingbang there, but when Joseph Lin came in, maybe he was sliding over to help. Left his guy and that left Jingbang wide open.
Yeah, no one was watching him at all, so allowed him to charge through under the baseline. By the time Ling Xingquan noticed, it was too little too late.
Maybe Joseph Lin will get an assist for that one. Didn't hit the rim. I don't know, in his earlier days, Jingbang might have just thrown that one down.
3 personal fouls for Ling Jingbang, and Liu Zhengru returns to the court. He made that catch and shoot. Shot looked real good there earlier in the second as Miller was too short on that first free throw.
Miller on the season, 68.4%. So not great, not terrible.
But you cannot afford to miss any of these free throws. He's currently 2 for 5 now. Fortunately, the Taoyuan Leopards overall in the season, they're 70% at the free throw line. They're 5th overall compared to the New Taipei Kings. They're 4th, just ahead, 71%. There's the pocket pass over to Jason Washburn. And it's going to be on Zhuang Boren, number 11.
I was just going to say this is the most important defensive possession for the Leopards right now. Down 2 points. They've been playing their hearts out. I think just mentally and emotionally, they need to have the lead when they go into the locker room. Even if it's 1 point, just something to boost their morale a little bit as they regroup and gather for the second half. And for the Kings, you know, they haven't really made a serious run yet, and you can feel it brewing, especially in their home court. The crowd's into it. Washburn likes to play to the crowd. Harris could erupt. Joseph Lin's been pretty quiet so far offensively. The Leopards could be in trouble.
Yeah, Joseph Lin as well as Lee Kayan been quiet, but again, that just goes to show that, you know, they don't need to rely on 1 or 2 players. You'll always have another, whether from the bench or the starting 5, to contribute. This is for the Leopards. You absolutely need Gao Jingwei and Lasan Chroma running the floor for the Leopards. 7 seconds remains, 5 on the shot clock. No entry allowed for Gao Jingwei. There's a kick out to Lin Xinquan. They need to pull the trigger. Shot does not count. That's a shot clock violation. Too little, too late for the Leopards. And that's it for the first half of Game 4. New Taipei Kings, they pull ahead, but the referees are checking in with the score table. Might still be a couple of seconds in regulation. Yeah, so just as I mentioned before, the regulation clock had 2 seconds over the shot clock, so they're going to review to see if there's time left and how many more seconds are left for the Kings' possession. So we see here 1 second.
So maybe like 0.8, 0.9.
Yeah.
Should be a relatively quick 0.9. Just enough time to catch and shoot.
Hey, maybe we'll see a Kings player make
3/4
a quarterback throw
free throw
into the
line.
hoop. Yeah. Oh, you're just 0.1 off.
Dang it.
So they reset it at 0.8 seconds for the Kings. Look, we've seen Ling Yanting make a logo shot, and I think I saw maybe Austin Day throwing one down once before.
Yeah, put a body in front and behind Washburn, because they're probably going to try and chuck it towards the rim there and have him get a go at it.
Okay, Colin Kaepernick. That shot does not count. Oh, now it doesn't count, but the referee,
they'll review it also?
yeah, our sideline referee charges towards the score table to see if they're going to count that. But the Kings are already walking back to the locker room, as well as the Leopards as two. So if that shot counts, they've got a slight more edge, but that
not close.
Yeah, it won't cut it. Close, but no cigar. So we end the first half with the current score 63-60. New Taipei Kings with a bit of a comeback. We chip away at the score. So Clive and I will talk about the halftime stats very shortly. Stay tuned for more TPBL playoffs.
I have always wanted to be a lawyer.
You are doing what you were meant to do.
We represent people on the worst day of their lives.
That hospital killed my boy.
Let us help you. We're going against the biggest firm in the state.
Mr. Baird, I look forward to some more friendly sparring.
His client is guilty of criminal conspiracy.
Donnie Ray Black was murdered. They knew about it. They covered it up.
What are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
The Rainmaker on AXN.
Terrorist on the loose in Sydney.
Bomb squad's 15 minutes out.
This thing will be over in 3.
Back up!
Fake name, criminal record.
What the hell has Blue got herself into?
She's not a serial killer, is she? You signed up to a dating site. You're a catch, Sergeant.
Macca, forgot about the fact that I'm funny.
No, I didn't.
NCIS Sydney. New season Mondays. Only on AXN.
You've been selected to join an elite CIA FBI fusion cell.
Special Agent Goodman, Colin Glass. You're a spy. Well, nothing gets past the feds, does it? We got work to do. Let me work outside the box and cut through the red tape. Think of me as a legal criminal.
I know I look like a Boy Scout, but I don't really trust anyone.
Those are the only people worth trusting.
CIA. New series Wednesdays. Only on AXN.
Have you ever told a lie?
Are you serious? Wasn't lying part of the job description of CIA? My partner can be a little by the book.
FBI, open up.
You guys work in the open, we work in the shadows.
We both do it to keep our country safe.
Exactly. Nice work, partner.
CIA. New series Wednesdays at 9:45. Only on AXN.
Get the team in position.
FBI, don't move!
There's something else going on. Something bigger.
Everybody get down!
If you want answers fast, it is on us.
What I need is this team breaking cases, making things right.
Adrenaline.
Something like that.
FBI. New season Tuesdays at 9:45. Only on AXN.
All right, people, all hands on deck.
I don't really recognize the world anymore. My team saw things, survived things.
There's something else going on here. Something bigger.
FBI, don't move!
But I know what kind of people you are. And I'm not giving up. We are FBI. And we still have a job to do to protect people. Let's move.
FBI. New season Tuesdays at 9:45 on AXN.
There is a possibility that this goes really freaking fast.
That's the job.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
You have 12 hours, or all you will get back are corpses. How far are we willing to go to get this guy?
Far. We have a chance to nail a traitor with American blood on his hands.
He's not here.
He knows we're after him.
FBI International. On AXN.
This is game 4 of the Group A series. The Taiwan Beer Leopards must win to survive tonight, or the new Taipei Kings will advance to the finals. The current score now is 63-60.
Yeah, despite the Leopards feeling like expending a lot of energy, it feels like they've outplayed the Kings so far, yet they're down 3, you know. And this has kind of been the blueprint for the entire season for them. Really high shooting percentage from 2, but the three-pointer just not a big part of their game. And the Kings, they've done what they've done all playoffs. They've continued their hot shooting, 10 for 18, 55.6% from 3, led by Jalen Harris.
Now, we talked about Henrik Rodell changing up the strategy and allowing more opportunities for the local players, and it had worked out quite well in the first quarter as well as the first part of the second quarter, but I think we really saw themselves kind of overexerting their energy perhaps, as we saw a lapse in defense multiple times between the locals and the import players. So I don't know, we talked about if Diallo was the right choice, but we'll see what kind of adjustments that they will make in the second half, and we'll take another break very shortly, as we'll take a look through at the halftime stats very shortly. So stay tuned for more Playoffs TPBL.
我以为是我太小看梁延东，原来我要对付的根本不止他一个。
你又跟任飞瞒着我们吵什么？
你现在还相信警方能够好好处理这件事吗？
再不堪的事情，最后都会摊在阳光下。出动！
密曲第2章微光将近，星期6晚上9点 ，AXN 首播。
I've always wanted to be a lawyer.
You are doing what you were meant to do.
We represent people on the worst day of their lives.
That hospital killed my boy.
Let us help you.
We're going against the biggest firm in the state.
Mr. Baird, I look forward to some more friendly sparring.
His client is guilty of criminal conspiracy.
What are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
全新影集《王牌律师奏与人》，星期1至5 ，AXN 全台首播。
The team wasn't what it used to be. I tried to keep my mind busy at the office. The job wasn't right without her.
Not much has been easy for him.
I know I messed up.
Yep, you sure did. I need this team back to the way it was before I lose my damn mind.
I love cop stuff.
全新第2季，重返犯罪现场，起源5月28日起 ，AXN 全台首播。
Looks like we have a prison break on our hands.
Making a break for it.
FBI!
This man's cold-blooded.
There's a 12-year-old girl being held captive by a violent murderer.
We cannot let her spiral into terror.
Everyone stack on the house.
He's been watching you.
Oh my God.
He locked us down here.
联邦调查局 FBI 就在 AXN。
Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground. Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground.
You're looking at the halftime stats so far for Game 4 between the Taiwan Beer Leopards and the new Taipei Kings. And the Kings are having a field day from 3. They are 10 for 18, and really it was when, you know, they were off to the races in the second quarter. Now they committed 5 turnovers in the second, but again, overall they were 8 for 9 for 3. Clive, what do you say about the first half so far?
Well, and the Leopards got off to a quick start in the first quarter. They were 5 of 11 from 3-point, and since then you can see just 2 for 9. And I think on defensively, they were the #2 defensive team in terms of points allowed at 94. However, against the Kings, they've always had their way, 104 during the season. They need to stay at home, not take those pump fakes, and just close out and try and alter the shots of those three-pointers.
Leopards are going to try to force it into a Game 5 series. Here's the score rankings between the two teams. Gao Jingwei, the only player to hit double digits for the Leopards, 10 points, whereas for the new Taipei Kings, well, you got Harris, Washburn, as well as their bench youth, the Ling Yanting at 10 points. So again, it's a positive sign for the Leopards to be contributing, but we'll have to see the imports come out swinging. Maybe they'll revert back to their typical strategy.
Whatever it takes, Taylor. You claw, you scratch, you do whatever you need to do to win this game.
Yeah, the claws will have to be out in the second half. So we'll be back with one last timeout or one last break before we start the second half. Stay tuned for more TPBL playoffs.
Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground. Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground. Just watch me now. You can't hold me down.
Clive Xu and Taylor Chen presenting to you Game 4 of the Group A series. Let's see what the two teams will be brewing in the second half.
24 minutes left, Taylor. And for the Leopards, it's now or never. I think they just have to keep their intensity, try and maintain it, and try and limit the second chance opportunities for the Kings and somehow alter their three-point scoring.
For the new Taipei Kings, what I've noticed in the first half is there's a lot more of the players making or taking mid-range shots, more shots from the outside. So luckily for them, as we talked about, they're having a heck of a shooting game from the outside, from around the perimeter. We talked about 56%. Now, whereas for the Taiwan Beer Leopards, I did the math. The locals have made 23 field goal attempts, and so that is a huge improvement compared to Friday night, where they only had 31 field goal attempts.
Yeah, they can score all they want, but again, it comes back to defense for me. They have to be able to stop the Kings' hot shooting. Although if they're hot, they're hot. You know, there's nothing much you can do about them, just like that.
Speaking of another long range two, Austin Daye starting off the second half.
And you know, the further along we go into this game, the more difficult it's going to be for the Leopards to not panic and to stay within their game plan and chip away.
Yeah, we talked about the Leopards. They've held on for the lead for the most part, but it was a very unstable lead, particularly towards the end of the second, as we saw, obviously. In the second quarter, the Kings, they scored 36 points, 29 for the Leopards, and Lin Xingbang keeping the bank open, and that was a dish served hot by AD.
Yeah, it seems like the Leopards are trying to do different things defensively, but in the end, it's ending up hurting them, as we've seen several wide open layups for the Kings.
Sideline referee calls for the holding foul on Jian Youzhe.
And that is a direct result of the hot shooting of the Kings. You know, the Leopards are trying so hard on the perimeter to contain things that it's opening up a lot of things inside.
There's a jumper for Lasan Chroma, but disrupted by the Kings. No foul called.
Yeah, he had 3 guys on him on that one. Maybe should have passed to find the open guy.
Downhill pass to Lin Xingbang. And Jalen Harris gets the and one over Lin Xinguan. Oh my goodness. He got sprained under his feet.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of highlights from Jalen Harris catching alley-oop dunks. So you know he can smell the air up there.
Oh
and right
my
now,
goodness.
if the Leopards don't stop this bleeding right quick, the Kings are going to put this one away.
That was a dangerous fall too. So the referees are going to take a look at the IRS on their own will to see if that needs to be upgraded. As typically when a player like that bends over, it's good reason to be upgraded. It's a very dangerous move.
Yeah, and again, it's warrants an upgrade if it's not a natural basketball movement. I mean, I don't think he bent over like that. He's kind of got pushed over by Jalen Harris's momentum there. Yeah, I don't think that should be upgraded, but that's just my opinion. We'll see what the refs decide. Pretty quick decision there coming out already.
Yeah. If it's a 50, I was going to say if it's a 50-50, too hard to call, but clearly for the referees, they will upgrade it to unsportsmanlike foul. So really taking the wind out of the Leopards' sails.
Yeah, my opinion from the corner over here doesn't count, but I disagree with that. I think he was just carried over by the natural momentum from Jalen Harris. He perhaps could have tried harder to catch him and brace that fall. But I mean, the guy was coming down on him. What do you expect him to do?
Well, so again, the referees were quick to call the unsportsmanlike, as again that the movement of Xinguan bending over, that's a means to call the unsportsmanlike. Now, for the referee's point of view, his best, he should have been falling forward rather than bending downward.
Well, you can see Roto, you can read his lips. He's like, where is he supposed to go?
Right.
You know, the guy's coming down on him, piggyback.
Yeah.
So, big call. That could potentially alter this game because they get the ball back now.
Oh, well, it's up to the Leopards for them to shake off the mistakes and the ticky-tacky fouls. There was a couple committed by the local players, and there's a turnover, and let's see if they can make this conversion.
Yeah, 7-0 run to start this quarter for the Kings.
Over to Malcolm Miller. It's JJ tasked to guard him, but he's already got 2 fouls in this quarter. That's his 3rd one, to be exact now.
JJ holding that pose, showing him, I don't know what you're calling there.
So it's a slight pushing motion from his right arm there is what number 47 saw.
Imperative that the Leopards score on this possession.
And on the opposite side, the foul call on Lin Xingbang, the number 19.
3rd team foul, 2 minutes in. This could be potentially game altering as well if the Leopards can capitalize on this.
A lot of stop and go action between both sides.
Although so far this game, the Leopards not particularly great from the charity stripe. There's 4 of 7. That was the first quarter.
And another foul on JJ. That's his fourth one.
I mean, that could potentially save the Leopards right now.
Definitely. Saving is the right word choice. I mean, we talked about Xinquan getting a quick, unsportsmanlike foul, but just like that, just this one possession alone, the Kings have already committed 3 fouls.
Crazy.
So again, they couldn't convert into buckets quite yet. Let's see if they can do so. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. The Leopards are now behind by 10 points.
The Leopards 9 of 14 from the free throw line this game.
Connection is good for Li Xinquan.
Big time bucket there from number 12, Bruce. Man, they needed that. And so now the Leopards, they need to take advantage of the foul trouble of the Kings and attack.
Pocket pass to Ling Jingbang. It looked good until it didn't. It caught him wide open underneath the bucket.
Yeah, Ling Jingbang just kind of in no man's land there. Wasn't quite sure which direction to go. Kind of elected to go over the head. Tough shot.
Step back 3 for Gao Jingwei. Falls. And they're still keeping it a game. The score is now 70-66.
Yeah, just like that. 2 straight three-pointers and they're right back in it.
Yeah, it was just the 3-point shot made by Austin Day, as well as a bank shot. Also, there's the double team on AD, and Leopards managed to save it, and that will be JJ's 5th.
Stepped out of bounds, I think. That's the one dead spot from where we are. We can't see it over there.
Yeah, tough to take a look. Look here as Gao Jingwei shakes off Ling Jingbang for the step back 3.
裁判主动检视大概9分37秒的时候，林金榜跟米勒的对位，看是否有潜在暴力行为。
So, a very interesting IRS review. We are going to take a step back, about 30 seconds backwards, where Ling Jingbang is stepping in.
We've seen this before. Makeup calls, right, Taylor?
Yes, indeed. So,
I mean, to me, yes, you absolutely want to get things correct and the calls right, but you're disrupting the flow of the game now, and so it's having an adverse negative effect. You just got to keep letting them play.
So it's just we move on with the gameplay.
I mean, the Leopards have made 2 3-pointers in a row. They've cut the 10-point deficit down to 4, and you're just cutting into the flow of the game unnecessarily, in my opinion, because that play was a minute and a half ago. I mean, Miller's fine, so very unique to this league. The refs, they want to get things correct and they want to get things right, but sometimes you have to let the flow of the game dictate that.
I mean, I think maybe they were trying to make up for it after the 3 fouls committed by the Kings. But got a handful of subs onto the court. Jason Washburn, Yenting, Joseph Lin for the Kings. There's another step back 3 for Gao Jingwei. Dead ball. So again, let's see if the claws will come out for the Taoyuan Leopards, particularly for Lasan Chroma. But the Kings' strategy to trap him and triple team him has been pretty effective. He has yet to score in the 3rd quarter. Loose ball. And a foul call is made. What looks to be a pushing foul. A pushing foul is called on Jalen Harris.
There you go, 15 foul, 8 minutes left. That's big, that is really big. Yeah. Usually you're in the 3-4 minute range before you get to your 15 foul and the team shoots free throws. But if the Leopards can go to the charity stripe and get free shots every time they get fouled.
Look, and they have to take every single opportunity to make these shots. As again, we talked about it, some of the players are not as consistent as you'd like them to be. So,
I mean, the crowd's booing, but that was 100% absolutely a foul on Jalen Harris. As Bruce was diving for that ball. kind of side clocked him from the right.
So 2 free throws are granted to Ling Xinquan and Bruce. As you take a look at the current underneath the score right now, Kings with 5 team fouls, Leopards only with 1 with 8 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock.
I mean, Chroma's an excellent free throw shooter. Miller struggled today. Bruce is a great free throw shooter. Miles Gaojingwei, he's a great free throw shooter. So this definitely plays into the Leopards' advantage.
2 for 2, Ling Xinquan on the board. He has 9 points now. And again, every single Leopards player on that has logged in minutes has scored. So that is a huge positive on their end. There's a high screen set up by Jason Washburn, and they skip pass over to him with a long-range shot.
I mean, if I'm the Leopards, I'm happy with letting Jason Washburn shoot threes or anything outside that far. His strength is definitely inside the mid-range. So that, to me, is a successful defensive strip there.
Over to Gao Jingwei. Yes! Boom goes the dynamite. Trying to get things going for the Taoyuan Leopards.
If the Leopards are going to go down, they're going to go down swinging. Miles knows that. And he has been a totally different player offensively this game.
It have to be the Leopards' back are against the wall. A loss today will be the end of their campaign. And Gao Jingwei leading still for the Leopards. 16 points, 3 rebounds, but only 2 assists tonight so far.
Yeah, that's oftentimes the trade-off in his game. Either he scores a bunch or he looks to pass and set up his teammates.
Miles setting the screen for Lasan Chroma. It looked to be either a carry or travel call, one or the other.
He double dribbled, I think. So in terms of foul trouble, Jinbang with 5.
Yep.
Let's see, Jinyota JJ with 3. And Austin Day with 3.
Swinging over to the corner. Reset way off mark though. Ling Yanting gets nothing but air. Stop quickness tracks. No look pass over to Lewis, but Jason Washburn once again ambushing through with a block. That's his second one tonight.
I mean, Jason Washburn, you look at him, he's not doesn't jump particularly high, but it's just so smart. Defensive positioning, knows where to be to get that second block of the game. Comes right back down, spinning layup, puts his team back ahead.
Still proving to be quite a thorn to the Leopards' side. Coming off the bench in the third quarter, there's a steal off to the races. Here comes Austin Day with the lay-in poetry in motion. Keeping it to the Kings side, 74-71, high-octane game still.
Yeah, Chroma, they're doubling him. They're making life really difficult for him. He's trying to find the hot guy in Miles. Probably should have went to Bruce in the corner over here. They're going to need better decision-making out of Chroma.
Here comes Miller. Over Jason Washburn with no avail.
He got fouled. No call.
Intercepted there. That was a heck of a block, but the Kings get a second chance opportunity. The backdoor cut does not follow through. It's the right idea, but the pass might have been too fast or too deep for Washburn to pick it up. As finally we get ourselves a TV timeout. 5.5 minutes remain in the third. And the Kings still hold on. It's 74-71.
我以为是我太小看梁延东，原来我要对付的根本不止他一个。
你又跟任飞瞒着我们吵什么？
你现在还相信警方能够好好处理这件事吗？
再不堪的事情，最后都会摊在阳光下。
出动！
密曲第2章微光将近，星期六晚上9点 ，AXN 首播。
I've always wanted to be a lawyer.
You are doing what you were meant to do. We represent people on the worst day of their lives.
That hospital killed my boy.
Let us help you. We're going against the biggest firm in the state.
Mr. Baird, I look forward to some more friendly sparring.
His client is guilty of criminal conspiracy.
What are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
全新影集《王牌律师赵宇仁》，星期一至五 AXN 全台首播。
You're watching TPBL playoffs. This is Game 4 of the Group A series. Clive Hsu and Taylor Chen on call. Coming out of the timeout, that goes around and out. Tough break for Gao Jingwei.
Yeah, I think both teams appreciated that TV timeout. The pace of this game was dizzying. I mean, back and forth, back and forth. Both teams playing their hearts out right now.
Yeah, it started off a little slow. A lot of foul calls made on the new Taipei Kings. And Joseph Lin struggling today. Now, he's not been running a lot of the pick and roll plays, not a lot of dribble penetration. So he oftentimes resorts to the mid-range shots as Lasan Chroma will catch a break.
Yeah, I'm sure Joseph Lin has been a point of emphasis defensively for the Leopards. They've successfully shut him down today. The other guy, Lin Yanting, he's at 10 points. He has yet to score in the second half. And Jalen Harris, the best you can do is just contain him. He's at 18. Washburn with 13. And Day off the bench also with 13.
You see Lasan Chroma's bread and butter. Whoa.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Thank you. I'm going through tongue-twisting cramps. Anyways, his bread and butter is driving through the right-hand side, and Lin Yanting, he's not the best defender. So, as I mentioned before, Lasan Chroma catching a break here. Didn't make the bucket, but he's at the line for free throws.
Yeah, he's close to automatic from the free throw line. So for him, just keep attacking and keep trying to get down there. And then when you're double and triple team, make the right pass, find the right guy that's open. Jinx.
Well,
my bad.
As
my bad.
Ryan Chen likes to call it, that's the broadcaster's jinx.
Oh, man.
There's a high screen set up by Jason Washburn.
There
pulling back from the parking lot. Joseph Lin puts it down, trying to put the Leopards to bed.
Mom loves it.
Oh, yeah. Mom's in the house tonight. She's sitting right by the Mandarin broadcasters. Here comes Lasan Chroma from the right to strong check. Diallo checks back into the game. Diallo now with 11 points. Chroma just rounding up to 10.
2 in a row.
There's a switch defense now. But now Chroma keeping a watchful eye on Jalen Harris. They call the foul on a Leopards player. Looks like Lewis is on the floor.
Looks like his tailbone maybe as he went down. And let Jalen Harris maybe try to draw the charge.
So again, you're looking at the scoreboard. The New Taipei Kings in the first couple of minutes, it already tacked on their 5 team fouls, whereas the Leopards finally getting the second one in. It's a nasty fall for number 31, Lewis.
Yeah, left hip there.
Oh my. Leave a really nasty bruise tomorrow.
Foul is on Chroma, I believe.
It is. So he's going to walk it off. Get a bit of a breather even. We saw promising beginnings for Dong Tren Lewis. Scored 6 points in the first half, but no points in the third. Harris at the line.
Well, the Leopards are within striking distance right now, and so now it's time. The local guys, they've held their own, they've made their contribution. Now it's time for Chroma to take over, for Miles to take over, even Miller. Diallo, if he can get some good looks inside, but Diallo more just go crash the boards and pick up some loose balls. But your main guys have to take over now. It's crunch time for them.
Yeah, definitely. For Cheikh Diallo, he definitely needs opportunities created for him to score, as he's not really one to initiate. Fortunately, that's a call on Diallo. Speak of the Diablo. Yeah, quite a heavy shove towards Washburn there.
Yeah, might have tripped over his own feet there, resulting in the offensive foul. That's a big call as we wind down to the latter fourth of this quarter.
You see Jalen Harris charging through, trying to come up with the monster jam with Lasan Chroma trailing behind. Again, we talk about him, you know, a 5-game series is tough on anybody, but you see Lasan Chroma, he's just not quite fast enough to chase Harris down. So you always have help defense coming in, but too little too late. Now we see this time Brian is on the floor.
Yeah, Harris went in like a wrecking ball, the elevation. Harris, a former second-round NBA pick by the Raptors. So he has that pedigree, he has that ability. He was a huge midseason pickup for the Kings. Really solidified, I feel like solidified them offensively. Brought in the right guy here.
They signed him not too long after Sani Sakakini tore his ACL. And his first debut or first game was against DA. Came out swinging 31 points. And again, they met up, had to go head-to-head in the play-in series. Cheikh Diallo double team. No resolution. Finding Brian, pulls up for the long range two, but got nothing to show for.
The Leopards have to win this last 3 minutes here. They can't afford to go into the last quarter here. The deficit is at 7. If it pushes it to double digits, it may be too much for them to overcome mentally.
3 seconds, there's a double team on Washburn, and they called travel. In a rare instance, he's not wearing his signature headband right now.
Yeah, if there ever was a time, it's now for the Leopards to go possession by possession and just win each possession.
Now credit goes to the local players between Brian and Ling Xingquan. Managed to trap Washburn, not in his set position where he likes. So Joseph Lin will get a break. He's got 8 points on the board coming in. We have Su Sishuen and Liu Zhenlu.
That's Washburn's first foul. So he's good. Miles is going to get some free throws.
And Liu Zhenlu returns to the bench. Ryder Xiang checks into the game for the first time. They need his shooting abilities. They're in the playoffs so far. He's hitting 53% of his shots from the outside. He loves those corner catch and shoot opportunities, as we have Gao Jingwei leading in scoring now with 18 points on the board.
Yeah, maybe sit him in a corner, run a play for him. It's tough though, coming in cold off the bench towards the latter part of the third quarter. Maybe perhaps just giving the starters a little bit of a breather here.
Genting, 4 seconds. There's a downhill pass to Washburn. Hook, line, and sinker. Kings still with the lead. They pull ahead 83-76.
Great recognition by Li Nianting there to get the cutting Washburn off of that roll. Huge bucket for the Kings.
Malcolm Miller has yet to score a single point in this quarter. There's a jumper for Miles. Return back to sender.
Yeah, that's a tough shot for Miles. That's not a shot that he takes regularly.
Sushi being an absolute kill against Malcolm Miller. So Lei Xingquan will do the job. He gets the three-piece.
Yeah, Lei Xingquan having the kind of game that the Leopards needed. Is it going to be too little too late, though, cutting the lead down to 4? Leopards have to get a stop here. Sorry, Taylor.
Sushi with a catch and shoot. Getting nothing but net.
That is a backbreaker. Sushi, ice cold. My goodness.
Bags it like groceries. 1 minute, 7 seconds remain in the third. Just when Lei Xingquan drops the 3, you got the 30-year-old Su Sheng nabbing the 3-piece as the referee calls foul on Yenting. That will only be his first foul, but again, free throws are automatic. As we'll have Leopards making free throws. So once again, Gao Jingwei will be at the line.
Yeah, Miles maybe sold that foul a little bit. Nonetheless, he'll get 2 free throws here. Makes the first. So make this free throw. Lead is at 5. Go down, make a stop. Come back down and score again. Get it to 2 or 3.
Gao Jingwei is now 100% from the line. He is 6 for 6. And he'll get a breather. And notice how neither teams have called for a timeout. We've only had that TV timeout at the 5.5-minute mark.
Yeah, this is great substitution by Coach Rodel, giving Miles a little bit of extended breather after playing the entire third quarter. Oh, that's big.
Lin Yanting digging deep for the lay-in. Unbothered, unperturbed. He's coming off the bench. Number 12's got 12 points on the board. And Michael Tao running point. Loose ball. Here comes Jalen Harris. There's a turnover. And we'll see a touchdown by Su Sheng, but that is way off mark. Out of bounds. Back to the Leopards.
Not a bad shot by Sushi. You've just hit one. He caught it. It was in rhythm. You have a 7-point lead. You have the luxury to take that shot. Although it's going to give the Leopards the last possession of the game, of the quarter here.
Now we're giving a lot of credit to the new Taipei Kings, but again, the Taiwan Beer Leopards, they did come back after a 16-point deficit on Friday, so it's not impossible for them to make a comeback, especially when it's only a 7-point deficit right now. Let's see if they can convert this possession into buckets. Cao Jingxiang over to Diallo, but misfire the pass. Let's see the turnover and touchdown by Ryder Shaw, and he wins the teddy bear. Shou Xiangtai ends the third quarter with a 3-point shot, a circus shot at that.
Dagger
punishes the Taiwan Beer Leopards. They now lead at 91-81. It's a high-scoring game, and that is to be expected between these two teams. As we take a look at some of the highlights, we'll have one more break before we wrap up in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back with more TPBL playoffs.
I'm the one and only. No one ever switch sides. He got it up, I'm the gun, I'm the knife. Never do I play about mine. 10 toes, I'm the one and only.
现场球迷给我们新北国啦队 New Taipei Kings 来一个最大的掌声加尖叫！但是呢，最大的声音送给我们的新北国王。 熊祥泰的粉丝三分射手 Ryder 熊祥泰 3-point shooter。Let's go, it's still our crown。秀出你的皇冠 ，Show your crown。好，在我们大荧幕上的是我的好朋友李子婷，还有欢迎我们的Chica。
What an interesting third quarter. We started off a very stop and go kind of couple of minutes with foul trouble arrive for the new Taipei Kings, but a couple of turnovers towards the end really punished the Taoyuan Taiwan Beer Leopards. As we see Ryder Shang, he came off cold and dialed in and got the answer towards the end.
Yeah, could not end it in a worse way for the Leopards. Not only physically do they have to, keep going and finish this game, but the biggest part right now is mentally. You got 12 minutes left, your season on the line, and you're down double digits. Do they have the mental fortitude to chip away and come back in this game?
This would be their return back to the finals. But unfortunately, new Taipei Kings are proving it to be a huge task to overcome as Su Shen gets a two-piece.
Yeah, and with each bucket that they get, and with each miss that the Leopards have, oh, big time from Bruce. He has stepped up this game.
Yeah, he's been very inconsistent, really struggling coming off the bench, but today is a different story for Ling Xinquan. 13 points tonight, and so far he is 50% from out on the perimeter. There's a handoff to Harris. Unafraid, he pulls up for the jumper, hits the iron ring. Michael Tao starting the fourth quarter.
So you got your score, you got your stop, now you got to score again.
Now, again, this is where we're seeing the Leopards local players being more assertive on the court. You saw Ling Xinquan making an early shot. Not really sure if that's the wisest decision, but I like the initiative.
Great catch-up block there by Diallo. Harris just way too quick for him, just a little stutter and blew by him.
Oh, Malcolm Miller trips up onto the floor. It's a Kings foul for Su Shen.
I'm not sure what Austin Day is complaining about there.
Yeah, very clearly. You see his feet shuffling and not stable on the floor.
Yeah, he basically decked Malcolm Miller.
And just like that, 10 minutes, 17 seconds, Gao Jingwei returns to the court.
Yeah, you expect Gao Jingwei, Chroma to ride it out the rest of this game. They have to have their big dogs take over now.
There we have it, right down the lane, like a thief in the night. Lasan Chroma with 12 points on the board. Coach Henrik Rodell hoping that he will rise to the occasion in the fourth quarter.
And 2 possessions ago, the Kings, Ryder Shang, his second bucket. No, that was Lianting.
Now that Ling Yanting is truly a Kings player that has risen to the occasion for the playoffs.
You get the sense that the Kings are slowing down a little bit, trying to work the clock with this lead, but they can't do that. They have to keep playing. If you become complacent on offense, you're going to give the Leopards a tiny crack in the door to come back.
New Taipei Kings still applying a lot of pressure on Lasan Chroma, giving him very tough looks. There's a very clear offensive foul. It's a hard shove from Su Shen, pushing Gao Jingwei. Hey, pick on someone your own size.
There is no one Gao Jingwei size in this league. Unless you get Ding Ding from the Mars. Who else?
Well, that's a good amount. 5'8".
That's it.
Yeah, that's about it.
You might be taller than him in your heels.
In the
Taylor.
heels, yes. I'm only 5'5" without heels.
Yeah, so. That's clearly a shove there.
It's a shot, the catch and shoot. Not good for Brian, number 11. Lewis, number 31, still resting on the bench after landing pretty hard on his hip in the third. through the legs, off the screen. Austin Day showing some flair for the dramatics. 5 seconds remain. Over to Ryder Shung. Let's see, 2 for 2 for the rookie. Follows through with his assignment, catch and shoot. That's his bread and butter.
That is a smooth, sweet-looking left-handed shot. Ryder Shung, undaunted off the bench, drains both of his threes.
And he's riding that wave. His first year playing pro, and he's got the steal. But off balance, he loses it out of bounds. A valiant effort for the Punahou native.
Oh, Ryder Shung providing great energy right now off the bench, coming in clutch.
And this is where James Mao is talking about bringing in younger players for the Kings. Their system has been all about experience and well, just quite frankly, experience. So bringing in these young guys have been pretty beneficial for the Kings organization. Jonathan Smith checks into the game for the first time cold.
This is a bold move by Coach Venti as well. Maybe this is just to buy some minutes, some more minutes for the starters.
Yeah, I would agree. Jonathan Smith tasked to guard the import player of the year, and Lassana Chroma showing that his experience has no match to Smith.
Yeah, maybe just some fresh legs to tire Chroma out a little bit. But again, it's risky just bringing in a player cold like this in the fourth quarter in a huge game.
There's a steal by the steals leader himself. Turnover, no touchdown, but free throws are granted for Gao Jingwei. He's the one that's got the most free throw attempts today.
And he's the guy you want at the line for the Leopards, him or Chroma. Bruce isn't bad, he's good from the free throw line. Millers has struggled this game.
So again, we're seeing Joseph Lin. He's logged in 30 minutes today, but he's forced to commit 4 turnovers.
You know what? I'm going to stop talking about free throws. He just missed it.
Now, Clive, come on.
No more talk about free throws. Zip.
Well, I will say he is an 88% free throw shooter in the regular season. And the MVP of the season is still undecided or unannounced yet. Most of the awards have been announced on the TPBL.Taiwan page. Joseph Lin with a skip pass to Li Kaiyan, or correction there.
Yeah, that's Li Kaiyan.
And they call it on Brian, number 11. That will be the Kings inbounding with 14 seconds left. And another stoppage on the clock.
Jockeying for position there. Austin Day has been very verbal this game, working the refs.
Yeah, to say the least.
Trying to get under the skin of Leopards players.
Pushing and shoving between Chroma and Day. I didn't do it. I didn't start anything.
That's an old school move there by Chroma.
Kings running their initial Spain pick and roll with no avail. Unsuccessful turnover and a foul. So again, Leopards catching another break.
4th team foul now for the Kings.
Cayenne today getting very little minutes tonight.
Yeah, maybe coming off that injury, just his elbow still being bothered a little bit. Just don't know.
Yeah, we mentioned Friday night he was on the roster, but he didn't play a single minute. We did see him wrapped up. He got that Heat Tech machine on his arm. Poor guy can't catch a break. If it's knee effusions, it's his arm, something.
Yeah, so Ryder shown back in for Li Kaiyan. Oh, almost picked off. That would have been a highlight reel, highlight dunk.
Most definitely. I could already imagine it. Him getting the steal, charging through with a turnover touchdown, and most likely some kind of 360 dunk of some sort, maybe. Leopards possession, 14 seconds on the clock.
9-point lead for the Kings. Definitely still time for the Leopards to make a run here and come back.
Dead ball, back to Kings.
They're getting some stops, the Leopards are, defensively. They just haven't really been able to capitalize on it yet.
The last time the Leopards made it to the finals was 2 seasons back, where they swept the playoffs and the final series, and they clinched it here at Huping Gymnasium back on June 7th. Here's the shot from the corner, dials in, and he gets the answer. Thank you very much.
MVP,
wow.
MVP, MVP.
Can't make this stuff up.
Shoot, Ryder Show, making Hawaii proud.
I know, he's riding that wave, quite literally.
Oh, aloha.
Aloha, mahalo.
Ryder Show, who'd have seen this coming?
I mean, look, as I mentioned before, he's 53% from out in the perimeter, and look at him go. He's scrappy as heck, but got himself his first foul. Swinging it over to Harris, and look at that.
All
There's a
kinds
bait and
of time.
switch. Yep. See, there we have lapse in defense from the Leopards side. Caught Ryder wide open.
Yeah, love Jalen Harris's response. He just turned and started walking away. He knew that was in.
Expected of the youth. As we have Brian at the free throw line. Misses the first. Ryder, 20 years old, one of the youngest players to enroll into the draft. He was the second round, 7th pick. Second one is good, 1 for 2. Kings are past the Centurion mark, 101-90. Let's see if the Leopards can still save themselves from elimination. The drive in, way too strong for Joe Lin. But count himself lucky, he's got his teammates really providing more support on offense. And there's the crossover, lay-in for Gao Jingwei. Putting the Kings on a clinic, but just from him is not going to be enough to take a win. So 6 minutes remain on the clock. The current score is 101-92. We will be right back after this short break.
Looks like we have a prison break on our hands.
Making a break for it.
This man's cold-blooded.
There's a 12-year-old girl being held captive by a violent murderer.
We cannot let her spiral into terror. Everyone stack on the house.
He's been watching you.
Oh my God.
He locked us down here.
联邦调查局 FBI 就在 AXN。
我以为是我太小看梁延东，原来我要对付的根本不止他一个。
你又跟任飞瞒着我们查什么？
你现在还相信警方能够好好处理这件事吗？
再不堪的事情，最后都会摊在阳光下。
收到。
密曲第2章微光将近，星期6晚上9点 ，AXN 首播。
Let's go！ 哇哇哇！此景也带起我们的王冠，大家一起戴上我们的王冠 ，Show your crown。Hello， 好可爱啊！
这是我们的张平湖。
You're watching Game 4 of the Group A series. It is Game 4. We're coming out of the timeout. there's a turnover and touchdown, this time for Ryder Shung. Oh, he riding that wave. Hang at 10, baby. He is scored 11 points now.
Perfect from the field is Ryder Shung, and that's the danger with the full court pressure like that. Oh, big time.
Yeah, Lasan Chroma needed to drain that. He's with 7 points. Tonight, he's only 1 for 3 shooting threes.
Full court pressure.
Oh, not in my house, Washburn says.
Saw that one coming. Leopards got what they wanted, but just couldn't convert offensively.
Wide open, and Jalen Harris punishes the Taiwan Beer Leopards, putting them to sleep.
I mean, what can you say? You just have to bow your head, tip your cap. The Kings just absolutely lighting it up from three-point land. Over 60%.
Yeah, the new Taipei Kings are slowly but surely pulling the blanket over the Leopards, but Gao Jingwei still showing a lot of fight within him. He's got 28 points on the board.
Yeah, 4:40 left. 8 points, still a lot of time.
Oh my goodness! Relentless from the corner this time. He'll shoot anywhere, inside, outside. He'll do it all.
Wow, Jalen Harris, undaunted, unfazed. My gosh, you're gonna bank one? I'm gonna come right back at you.
That's a bad man on the court, doing some criminal things against the Leopards.
The real Slim Shady is standing up right now. Jalen Harris, Ryder Shung, absolutely carrying. Unbelievable.
This is
17 from 26 from three-point land, Taylor.
That's pretty unreal stuff. I mean, look, this is the Kings playoff mode. And again, we're talking about Jalen Harris and a couple of other players worth mentioning. Ling Yanting coming off the bench in playoffs. So the referees are actually reviewing something, and it is Harris's earlier bucket, whether it's a 3 or 2. So far, no challenge calls have been made on either end.
All initiated by the refs.
Yes. So we'll take a look. This time it's him stepping back to his last 3. So you do clearly see him. For me, I do see his toe box on the line right there. See, just the tip of it. Yeah.
Looks like oh man, that was really close. No, this angle's not the right one. You have a camera angle from the side of the bench.
I think the last view, this particular one, is the best viewpoint as we see the zooming in. Well done on the production side.
Oh, fingernail, that is a 3.
Wow. This is our first time ever seeing the camera zoom in like this. I don't think I've ever seen it before, but playoffs, you gotta make sure you get the call right.
Get that man bun out of the way.
Oh, I think that might be Chroma's fiance, Seeks there.
I don't know. It looks like a 2 now.
Well, again, if it's too difficult of a call, they might keep it a 3-point.
I think that has to be a 2. The edge of his shoe.
Yeah.
Very toe of the shoe.
Right at the tip.
经过检视，没有明显证据推翻，所以维持原判的3分球。
50-50 call, so that it still stands at 3 points. Look, we're lucky that they're bright and they're fluorescent. Otherwise, if they blend into the floor, well, they might be there even longer, just delaying the gameplay even more.
In the end, it may not matter. Although 9-point lead, 4 minutes left, with the 3-point shooting ability of the Leopards, you never know.
Well, listen, as I mentioned before, the Leopards managed to chip away, and they only lost by 2 points in the end. Came down to the last couple of seconds. So still Kings' possession. The last touch was Brian. So we gave flowers to a couple of the Kings players, but in addition, credit goes to Hong Zisan for putting a rider in, reviving the offense, and receiving the shot of energy that they needed. 3 seconds on the clock. There's a step back three. In and out.
He's human.
Only human at that.
However, the Kings will retain possession. You're absolutely right. Great coaching move by Coach Venti, Hong Zhi-san over there. Trusting Ryder. I mean, to come in this third quarter like that, make all your shots.
Yeah, and you know what? I would say it's not too surprising to see Ryder Shang. He doesn't have to do much, just has to be set in place in the corner. But there were a couple of moments of brilliance outside of that we've noticed. So a lot of credit for many of the Kings, staff and players. That goes around and out for Joseph Lin. And we talked about it before, Joseph Lin has really been carrying the Kings, but in this instance, he's been more quiet today, 8 points on the game. But as we said before, the players that we mentioned earlier, well, they're certainly carrying the Kings in what looks to be the clinching game right now. But again, 3.5 minutes, see if Leopards can make some magic happen.
Yeah, in addition to Ryder Shang, Lin Yanting, let's not forget about him, 14 points after scoring 19 and 18 in games 2 and 3. And of course, Jalen Harris doing Jalen Harris things, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists away from a triple-double.
Back over to AD, there's a catch and shoot. No dice.
That might have been the nail in the coffin.
There's a three for Gaojiwei from up top. That is his playoffs high.
29 points, 6 of 12, 50% from three-point now. Cuts it to 6. We still got a game here, Taylor.
Absolutely. He's currently tied with his season high of 29 points. Take a look from up top left. Jolin allowing that drop coverage there. Yanting will be at the free throw line. So the new Taipei Kings, they punched their ticket to the playoffs at this exact same stadium not too long ago against the CTBC DA. That was considered an away game for them, as that was the DA's homestand.
Yeah, both of those teams sharing Xinzhuang Stadium, relocating here to Heping Basketball Stadium, usually the home of the Mars. They've done a great job converting it into the Kings homestand.
As I mentioned earlier, the Kings have only lost one game here at Heping Gymnasium through the regular season and playoffs.
Man, circus shot by Chroma, that's big.
Indeed, 110-105. He's still a game here.
Yeah, trailing by as much as 12. But like you said, they were down by 16 in game 3. Came all the way back to that, came up short, lost by 2.
6 seconds remain, there's a handoff to Harris. He pulls up for the up and under.
Who are you gonna call, Taylor?
Jalen Harris.
Absolutely. Oh.
Gosh, he's a ghost. A phantom against the Leopards. Again, we talk about how he's shown major ownage against the Leopards. 30 points on average. Here's Chroma back to Ling Xinquan and one against Joseph Lin.
Wow, what an ending. Incredible ending here, and it's not ended yet, to an incredible game. You could not have asked for more from these two teams here in game 4. The Kings fighting to go back to the playoffs, the finals, I'm sorry, and the Leopards fighting for their life.
See Lassonde Chroma taking full advantage. That might be his second steal in today's game after a huge steal from Joseph Lin earlier. Xinquan at the line. Jason Washburn returns to the court.
That's a really smart move, substitution there. He's had some good rest.
Yes. Have
your big guy who's carried you to the finals last year, along with Jeremy Lin, to come in and stabilize things and finish this game.
Definitely balancing out or bringing back the size, giving Austin Day some minutes of rest. Was in foul trouble, but manages to hold off to 4 personal fouls. Swinging it back over to the corner. JJ from the baseline, pulling up jumper. Finding the high arc and the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow.
JJ, ice in his veins.
Earned a game start today. Alongside him, Jing Pong. Still have yet to see him make an appearance in the fourth as Lasan Chroma
The Kings are not buckling. Sorry, Taylor. The Kings are not buckling here. The Leopards, valiant effort here towards the end of the last minute here.
And they've got one more foul to give. 3 team fouls for the Leopards. 11 seconds remain. There's a trap on Joseph Lin. They know that he's struggling. 5 seconds. Here's Jason Washburn wide open, coming down with it. But what a finish! Hook, line, and sinker. There's those binoculars from Jason Washburn.
Amazing patience and resilience out shown by Joseph Lin up top.
What a pass, but a quick answer back by Gao Jingwei.
They just will not go away, these Leopards.
Kakura Cucarachas.
Just back and forth. TPBL playoff basketball, Taylor. I love it.
This is how the playoffs should be, and as we mentioned before, they just keep crawling back, clawing their way back into this game. As you see right now, 116-102. They surpassed the score from Friday.
Yeah, but win or lose, both teams just incredible effort. Miles carrying the team on his back. 3 after 3 after 3, 32 points, 7 for 13. Will it be enough? I mean, the Kings they've withstood everything that the Leopards have thrown at them so far, and they've responded. Riders come up big. JJ hit that big shot. Jalen Harris has been crazy all game. Woo!
Wow, what a find there by Jason Washburn for Tianyoza.
They have oxygen tanks here? I might need that.
I have no idea.
A mask and some oxygen.
I have no idea.
Awesome game. Electric environment to be a part of for sure.
Thrilling ride for a Game 4 series. The Leopards trying to fight their way into a Game 5 that will be happening on Tuesday night. That will be back at Taoyuan Arena, and they definitely have the hometown advantage. They've got quite a winning record, specifically at their original stadium.
For the Kings, take care of the ball. Do not turn it over. Eventually it's going to come down to free throws. You got to make those. And no silly fouls for them defensively to stop the clock and put the Leopards at the line.
Free throws will be automatic on the Leopards side, whereas the Leopards have one more foul to give, as I mentioned. It's a hook pass, and there's another steal, as JJ will get called his 5th foul.
That is the worst case scenario for the Kings right there. Turn it over and foul and put them on the line in a 4-point game.
Yeah, you know what, JJ, he has his moments, but he's not the best ball handler. He couldn't get both hands on it, and the Leopards, you saw that poke out.
Yeah, JJ was already thinking about his next move before he even caught the ball.
Yeah, because he did commit that turnover earlier. So that's 2 for him in this quarter alone. Here's Bruce at the line. Now Bruce is one of the 5 players returning from that championship team. That was where he was in the starting 5 rotation. Henrik Rodell choosing to play him off court, more so as off bench, more so as a 6-man for the Leopards.
If you're the Leopards, you don't need a foul right now. Make this defensive stand the biggest defensive possession of your entire season.
So it's a foul on Lin Xingquan, number 12. Saw earlier he was trying to buy an offensive foul there. A little bit of embellishment.
Fouls to give, one more to give.
Yes.
Actually, one more, they'll put him at the free throw line. 14 seconds left. 22.7 seconds game in regulation.
Once again, only a 2-point deficit. Hook pass over to Harris.
This is the man. You want the ball. Give it back to him. Let Harris make a play.
The clock is counting down for the shot clock. 1 second left. The fadeaway is too deep for Austin Day. It's out of bounds. 6.2 seconds remain. Henrik Rodel calls for a timeout.
Man, that was a stop of epic proportions. Now Rodel's got to work his magic, earn that Coach of the Year title, the award that he won, and come up with your best play. You got 6.2 seconds.
You can only run right here. You can only right here. The right there, you can only right here.
All right. You want to do a pin down or you want to do a handoff?
Miles is saying he screen for Lasan.
Okay.
You need to catch it. Miles screen for him. You can't take it out.
So, he's coming this way. What? He's coming this way. You want to just do the two up? You want to do two up?
You gotta catch it.
They're gonna deny Miles first. So you have to pop. Let's run the two up. Okay? Let's get a good screen for Miles, and you pin in that on the other side, this way. You come in. Two up. You screen for Miles.
The fight goes to 9 miles. The fight goes to 9 miles.
6.2 seconds is a lot of time for the Leopards to tie or even take the lead by 1 point, or for the Kings to hold them down.
As you guys can see, not a lot of clarity in that timeout there.
Nope.
Seemed like some confusion. It's going to come down to the last play again.
So
it didn't work out for the Leopards yesterday. Chroma, crucial turnover. Looks like we're going to, now what? Review?
I assume that they might be adjusting the time in regulation. As of right now, it's 6.2 seconds remaining, but they might be adjusting that. We didn't quite hear very clearly what the referees were looking at the IRS for.
So my question is, if you're going to review that, why didn't you review it during the timeout? Instead, now you're giving both teams, especially the Leopards, to their advantage. You're giving them extra time to work out this play here. So again, just some not questionable, but areas of improvement in terms of game flow management. You know, you're killing momentum sometimes. You're giving team extra time and timeouts. When all of this is preventable, you can take care of it during the timeout.
Well said. So, more seconds, 6.9 seconds.
I don't know, maybe the refs just wanted some more TV time today.
Or maybe they needed some more breathing time.
I don't know. Well, let's see what the Leopards cook up this last possession. It's going to go to Chroma or it's going to go to Miles.
Yeah, and you know, you never know. Lei Xingquan could be an option.
Yeah.
As of now, he's got 20 points on the board. Haven't seen him score 20 points in quite some time. Again, talking about him being inconsistent, but he might be the dark horse. Who knows?
Yeah, and so the Leopards, they know Chroma and Miles are going to be keyed on. So Miller, and you're absolutely right, Bruce, Lei Xingquan, they have to be ready to let it fly. Personally, I think I would go for a 3. Because if you send this game into overtime, I think it's advantage Kings.
It's definitely Gao Jingwei in this quarter alone. He's got 12 points, 6.9 seconds. Back over to Chroma. He's coming up on top.
He slips.
There's a loose ball here, and the Kings, they take hold of it. And just like that, the game is over, and the new Taipei Kings take the win, and they punch their ticket to the finals.
And you love to see that. Sorry, Taylor. You love to see that image right there. Rodel giving Venti a hug, congratulating him on a great season. Great sportsmanship.
Unfortunately, it came down to the final couple of seconds for the Leopards again, and unfortunately, they couldn't take hold or rise to the occasion in those last seconds. Unfortunately, Chroma slipped, and that's how the game ends. This is a final stats between the Leopards and the new Taipei Kings. The Kings were lights out on shooting, particularly from Harris, Yenting, as well as Ryder Xiang coming through off the bench.
Yeah, literally came down to home court advantage right there on that slip for Chroma. But I mean, valiant effort. 2 gut-wrenching, heartbreaking losses, 2-point losses in a row. The Leopards, they're going to drop their socks, they're going to grab their Crocs. They're on vacation now, and for the Kings, like they said, it's still our crown and the rain doesn't stop.
The Taiwan Beer Leopards, they fought hard all 4 quarters as we see the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, you saw Miller come up with that loose ball, that errant shot there. Gave him another chance, but was there a block there at the end?
Well, either way, the Leopards had their backs against the wall. They showed their claws tonight, but in the end, the new Taipei Kings, they've really shown up and shown out after a tumultuous and unpredictable season.
Yeah, that might have been a game-saving block by Austin Day there. Oh no, Miller just kind of lost it.
Yeah, a very anticlimactic ending for the Leopards, but again, they put their efforts in tonight's game. They knew that if it's not done tonight, it won't happen. As we have the new Taipei crew on the center court with Hong Zisan having some words for the hometown crowd.
我想要献给在场的每一个国王的球迷们。
Presenting the Kingsman medallion or chain to all the fans. They've earned their keep, and he thanks the fans for the support here at Heping Gymnasium. It's their temporary stadium, but it is still their castle nonetheless.
Is he a basketball coach or is he a politician?
That's a great question.
That is a smooth operator move right there.
Look, you know what? Goes to show that despite what all the people had to say, only having high school experience, he came through having the relationship he has as a leader, as a player, before becoming interim head coach, and as a head coach, look at him now. After season-ending injuries, coaching changes, temporary stadiums, and additional games to compete overseas for EASL and BCL, the new Taipei Kings enter the finals for the 3rd year in a row through resilience and perseverance. The Kings, they swept the CTBC-DA in the play-ins as the lower seed.
Just crazy making, Taylor, crazy making. Sorry, finish your thought.
Oh, no, you're good.
I'm still stunned.
It's a fairy tale, I was going to say ending, but look, job is not finished as Mark is interviewing Hong Zisan.
拿下5胜吗？你们是怎么办到的？我想就是球员知道比赛重要性，然后慢慢调整到季后赛的国王。对，就是我之前讲的嘛，我们利用例行赛最后调整，然后调整到季后赛模式这样子。跟云豹的这2场比赛，云豹都是在落后10几分，然后追到最后一集。来谈谈这2场比赛，对方在最后一集时之前你心里面的感受好吗？还有谈一下今天对手其实在这个系列赛也是蛮顽强的哦。首先感谢云豹啊，因为他们确实给我们带来很大的麻烦，要不然他们不会站到例行赛第1的位置。所以当然也给我很多的教练的经验，如何去处理这一些这么紧急的状况。那最后确实很紧张啊，因为你说交到克罗马手上，但我相信我们球员还是能守下来。好，你刚才的 Kingsman 是给了现场所有的球迷嘛？但是今天的比赛哦，有一个人我不知道他还在不在现场，就是 Ryder 熊祥泰。熊祥泰今天的表现绝对是一个大骑兵，来谈谈他的一整个赛季就有点像是今年赛季的国王，让大家一直惊奇到现在。谈谈 Ryder。我从第一次看到 Ryder， 他就是一个很好的射手，只是一直在想说，在比赛中要怎么用他。对，那他其实在 赛季末有一些遇到一些低潮，那只是一直持续跟他沟通。他作为球队最好的射手，球员找到他就要勇于出手，这样子。
是。好，熊强泰的表现，希望在冠军赛当中能持续的看到。说到冠军赛，接下来要迎战对手是梦想家。那小胖教练是不是最后也跟所有的球迷来呼喊一下，替国王队在今年的连霸能够继续在总冠军赛替你们加油打气？
当然走到这一步，我觉得球员的努力嘛，那对手是梦想家，也是老对手啦。就是其实在今天开打之前，简浩跟梦想家一些朋友就传讯来说冠军赛见，所以我们做到了，那我们就冠军赛见。
小胖教练做到了，非常的不容易。今年带领跌跌撞撞的国王队再度打进了冠军赛，也给小胖教练一个掌声好吗？
So Hong Ji-san giving credit to the Taiwan Beer Leopards for fighting hard. They were a top seed team after all. And again, this is the first time that the Kings having to fight through as the lower seed team. As you see, there you have it. That is our matchup. The new Taipei Kings play the Formosa Dreamers.
Yeah, if you ask fans, I think this is the matchup they want to see. The Kings, the Dreams, hungry, thirsty for their first championship. The Kings, the reigning ones. It's going to be a great, terrific finals.
It's got quite an interesting storyline. The Formosa Dreamers, they've played against the new Taipei Kings in the semifinals, but they never make it to the final dance. So both teams are making it to the finals, so that will be a very exciting head-to-head series. But what a thrilling game four.
Awesome! What a blessing! What a honor to be here, calling the game with you, to experience such an exciting environment, and most of all, a terrific basketball game.
A true demonstration of the new Taipei Kings' resilience and perseverance was demonstrated in tonight's matchup. So congratulations to the new Taipei Kings. And Clive, it's been a pleasure calling Game 4 with you.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to more TPBL playoffs finals ahead. We thank you so much for tuning in to another TPBL broadcast. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.
Take the crown. You can tell me how, you can do Just one.